And what's good, everyone? Welcome back. Happy Friday night to you guys, and glad to have you guys back in the stream once again tonight here in Behind Your Basketball, covering play-by-play. Going to tip off in a little bit right now in the pregame between the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. Game number 6 of the series. Celtics up, looking to close it out tonight at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Will be a great way to start off the holiday break in order to do so for Boston here. Boston losing the last 4 straight games in Eastern Conference closeouts. All 4 of those against King James, though. No LeBron on the floor for Miami. Boston comes into this game number 1 in the NBA playoffs in total point differential. Average win margin of just above 7 points, greater than their opponents in the playoffs. If the Celtics win this one tonight, they get a big benefit. That means 5 full days of rest with a victory tonight if they do get it for Boston. Boston holding to Miami to 80 and 82 points in the last 2 games. Second half for the Celtics, much better than the first half in the last game. Boston able to come out victorious on Wednesday, game number 5, 93 to 80, as they were able to hold Miami there through their defense. Just been incredible, and bounce back games to 80 and 82. But the big key for the Celtics, taking care of the basketball. Did not do that in the first half. They turned it over 10 times in the first half. They trailed 42 to 37 at halftime. And then Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum started to find their rhythm, come out, and they just took over the game in the second half. And that was the difference maker, along with just 5 total turnovers for the Celtics in half number 2. They cruised in a big second half, outscoring Miami 56 to 38. Tatum with 22, 12, and 9 in the last game. Bounced back from the first half where he struggled. And then Jaylen Brown got hot, made 5 threes, 25 points, no turnovers for Jaylen Brown, the big key there in the second half. Thanks so much all for joining in. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Lakers just hired a new head coach a couple moments ago. They go with Darvin Ham, hired as the Lakers' new head coach, the Bucks assistant coach from 2018 to 2022. This just in, news by Woj a few seconds ago, dropping on that one. Vernon, Braden, Vaughn, Ralph, Jacob, Sean, Sam, thanks so much for joining in today. That's a good day for you, looking like, for Vaughn there. Miami's going to have to make their shots in this one if they want to have any chance. Last 2 games, they have been struggling big time from the floor. 52 of 178 total in this series at 29% from three-point range. Tossing up bricks the last game, missing 38 threes, 15% from three-point range. That is the number 2 most missed three-point attempts in a game, missing those 38 attempts. Besides 2020 in the bubble, Oklahoma City, with Chris Paul and Lou Dort, 39 misses, 1 more miss greater. In the bubble against the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City came back and they won that series in 7 over Houston. They went 7 for 46 from three-point range, whereas Miami, the last game, went 7 for 45. And these guys looking like they're through a lot of pain out there on the floor. Kyle Lowry, 1 for 12 shooting. In the last 2 games combined, just 3 total points. In the last 2 games combined, Max Strus, nothing for a field goal made in the last 2 games. He is 0 for 16 from the floor, 0 for 11 from three-point range for Max Strus in the last 2 games. And then he's only scored 4 points in 35 minutes, all 4 at the free throw line for Max Strus. Victor Oladipo, 1 for 7 in the last game, 3 points in the 15-minute span. He was great, though, in game number 4, the team-high 23 points. Jimmy Butler, it's not a good thing when your star is not existing right now. In the last 2 games, took over in the first 2 games of the series, but now Jimmy Butler just dropped off like a cliff. 7 of 32 shooting, playing through a ton of pain. Looks like 22% from the floor in the last 2 games for Jimmy Butler. And a rough start for him starting off the fourth quarter, as he shot back-to-back air balls by Butler to start off the fourth quarter. Jackways, thanks so much for joining in. Vegas, Malika, welcome back in the stream. Alfie, welcome on board from the Philippines. Rob Williams has been massive in this series. Whenever he's been available, he's been like a skyscraper, jumping up and down. So long arms. His wingspan just incredible. It's just like, looks greater than he's got a 7'6" wingspan out there on the floor. It looks like you're trying to shoot over like 12 feet. Going up for a shot, because he's altering shots left and right, blocking shots in the court, just flying all over the place in the last game and throughout the series when he's healthy for the Time Lord. When he's not, then Bam Adebayo had that big game like he did on Saturday night in game number 3. But when Rob Williams is out there, he's held Bam Adebayo to just 11 points and 7.5 shots per game from for Bam Adebayo. But he was going off that game number 3 for him where he dropped down 30-plus in. Yeah, Tyler Hero is out tonight. That is a big, big loss for Miami. They struggle to generate any offense with Hero. They're 6-man. He averages around 21 points per game. That's a massive loss. So, I don't know how in the world the Heat are going to win this. I don't know how. Celtics are fully healthy. Tyler Hero is not playing. And in order for the Heat to win, they need Hero back because the spacing is just not great on the floor for Miami. These guys cannot space themselves out. We're going to tip off in around 12.5 minutes from now. So Hero misses his 3rd straight game in a row. And this is a guy back his rookie season for Tyler Hero. He scored a 37-point game against the Celtics in the bubble, 14-21 shooting, 5 for 10 from three-point range. That was Game 4 in the bubble during his rookie season for Tyler Hero. And Bam Adebayo in the bubble, he averaged 22-11, 60% shooting, averaged 13 shot attempts from the floor in the 2020 playoff series against the Celtics. But with a healthy Rob Williams out there on the floor, not aggressive, just another beast to contend with what the Time Lord has done, just making shooters scared out there in the court. And ironic part, they named the Eastern Conference trophy the MVP of the Eastern Conference. They named it the Larry Bird MVP. They get the Magic Johnson MVP for the Western Conference, Larry Bird MVP for the Eastern Conference, which the Celtics just have to win tonight. Somebody will get that. Jaylen Brown, low-key, he has been the best scorer in this series for Boston. I think it's either between Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Rob Williams shouldn't be counted out, even though he did miss that one game. Based on how he's been impacting the game defensively for Rob Williams, I think he should be in the conversation. It's going to depend on who goes off tonight here. Jaylen Brown averaging 25 points per game, shooting 43% from 3, on 48% shooting from the floor for Jaylen Brown. So he's shooting a tad better than Tatum with shooting. He's averaging 23.8 points per game, where Brown's averaging 25 in the series. Tatum averaging just below 8 rebounds per game and just under 6 assists per game, which that's what Tatum's increased. He's seeing the court much, much better this season. There's things that he's seeing that a lot of other people cannot see now for Tatum. His ability to play make has just skyrocketed the past 3+ months. What's good? Thanks so much all for joining in. Mary Lou, Joski, Noel, Christian, James, Brian, welcome on board tonight. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here. Going to tip off in around 10 minutes from now. This game's at the TD Garden in Boston. Celtics looking to close it out tonight. They want to get 5 full days of rest before taking on Golden State in the NBA Finals next Thursday night. Tim Burrow, welcome back in. Regilio, Enyo City, welcome on board. Yeah, they just showed that a couple minutes ago on the screen. So, Lakers hired the Bucks assistant coach Darvin Ham as their new head coach now. This is the largest point spread that the Heat have faced all season long entering tonight. The Heat are 8.5-point underdogs, over under at 201.5. This will be a major upset considering the injuries that Miami's dealing with right now. Looks like a ton more significant than Boston, because their shooting has been tremendously just affected by these injuries that they've had. The big question about tonight is whether the Heat will be able to sustain a full 48 minutes of basketball. That's the big question. They had a great first half. They led in just a grind of a first half, 42-37 in the last game going into halftime, and then the Celtics started to take over. Between Tatum and Brown, they had a poor first half and really upped it in the second half, and both of them just took over the game, and the rest was history. I got my Pierce jersey on today. Dindo, Karen, Andre, Pudu, Jay, Lindell, thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Yeah, a lot of the analysts kept on talking today about who would you be taking in the finals. That's what their topic was today. Celtics or Warriors in the finals. Come on. The Celtics haven't wrapped up the series. Still got a Game 6 tonight. It'll be embarrassing for Boston if they lose this one, considering it's on their home floor. And they're desperate to close it out so they could have those full 5 days of rest going into next Thursday. But this series is still not over. No, Tyler Hero is not playing tonight, so Tyler Hero missing his 3rd straight game in a row. He's the only player listed out. Rob Williams and Marcus Smart will both play. Entered on the injury report, both questionable again. Randy, Hector, Marion, thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We're around 7 minutes away from tipping off. So 7 minutes away from tipping off in this one. Celtics with a chance to move on and take on Golden State in the NBA Finals. Their first Finals appearance if Boston closes it out tonight since 2010. Oh, Harker, welcome back in. Simon, thanks so much for joining in. Make sure to vote in that poll if you guys haven't already done so. Celtics or Heat, who you guys taking tonight? Feel free to let us know out in the chat who you guys got as well. Missing Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler has to be aggressive, get to the free throw line, be his normal self like he was in game number 1, game number 2, before sustaining his knee soreness injury, which has just affected his lift tremendously. If Miami wants to have any chance, plus Bam Adebayo has to be aggressive, which he has shrunk in the biggest circumstances up against Rob Williams III, which the Time Lord's playing tonight. And then Max Strus needs to hit shots, something he hasn't done in a 2-game span. 0 for 16, last 2 games by Strus. And then Kyle Lowry needs to make shots as well. He's just 1 for 12 from the floor in the last 2 games for 3 total points. So a lot of things at stake tonight for the Heat if they want to have any chance in this game. Then we need a perfect game basically played by everybody. Yeah, it should be a great series here. Celtics looking to close it out tonight to make that happen. Looks like Draymond Green already knows that it's going to happen. He told the TNT crew yesterday, like, why are you even asking that question? It's going to be the Celtics. Edith, welcome on the stream. Deshaun, welcome on board. Yeah, I heard about that. Tyrese Hunter, big get for Texas. Yeah, that team should be stacked defensively for Texas. They were like I think they were top 25 defensive team this past season. Defensive mind head coach Chris Beard, too. That's a great pickup. Last 2 games, a big tone setter for Boston happened to be Derek White, out of all players. Came out early in the first quarter, set the tone in games number 4 and games number 5. And now Horford gave quite a speech about Derek White after the last game finished up. How that whole win, basically like, it was him that started bringing the Celtics together at the start of the game with Derek White. Kept them in the game early on. Joe, thanks so much for joining in. Clean Music Lover, gaming with this guy. Welcome on board, everybody. Showtime, thanks so much. The full packed TD Garden. Gonna get ready to tip off in a couple moments. What a way to start a Friday night, a game number 6 in Boston. For a chance and a trip to the NBA Finals on the line for the Celtics. It will be their first trip in a 12-year span since 2010 if they're able to get there tonight and win this game. Riley, welcome in. I'm going to take the Celtics there in the first quarter. I think it's going to be tight, though. First quarter, really tight, I feel like. And then the big question, can the Heat stay with the Celtics the full game, the full 48? That's with the injuries that Miami's dealing with and missing a ton of shots. That is going to be really difficult. I feel like Tyler Hero's out once again tonight for Miami. He's the lone player listed out. Final four in the tournament. I think if they don't make it to the second weekend for him, all depends on how the things pan out. Because you could, with the transfer portal now, you could have some really good teams end up in the Final Four. Because some of the teams retain basically everybody, the majority of their players. I know Creighton and Houston; those two teams retained a bunch of players. The Rose Boy, welcome in. Lisa, thanks so much for joining in. Edwin, welcome on board from Puerto Rico. We're going to tip off in a couple of moments. 400 watching right now. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Getting ready to tip this one off in a few moments from now. Celtics come in 8.5-point favorites, over under. Once again, low at 201.5. The game has gone well under during the last two games. Well under that 200-point spread mark total. I think that's going to be PJ Tucker tonight, who's going to low-key step up for Miami. That dude is tough. He's not going to go down swinging. He plays with a ton of toughness. Yeah, I think there could be a good chance here that the Celtics do cover the spread tonight, especially if Miami keeps on missing their shots. What's good, El Hombre? Welcome in from the DR right now. Celtics looking to close it out tonight here in 6. Gonna start this game off, tipping off in just a few moments. We get the starting lineups for tonight. For the visiting Miami Heat, they go with the white uniforms, red numbers, red letters tonight. Starting 5 for Miami: Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. One player listed out in this game, that is Tyler Hero, missing his 3rd straight game due to the groin injury for Miami. Celtics starting 5. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Rob Williams tonight in the starting 5 for the Celtics. Celtics will go with a jersey behind me, the black uniforms tonight, green numbers, green letters, white outline for this game, as we're going to tip off in a few moments. Right now, based on what's happened throughout his career, I'd have to go with Curry at the moment with everything throughout his career. But as far as the balanced player, both sides of the floor, that will be Tatum. But until Tatum proves that he can win a chip, I'd have to go, if I had to take one, I'd go Curry right now because he's a proven winner with his championships for Steph. BGR, welcome back in the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Jordan, Judge, Kevin, Leroy. Welcome on board, everybody, for the opening tip right now as we're about to get started. Game number 6 at the Boston Garden. We're just focusing on this game here, game number 6, as the Celtics have a game to play. Nothing is given, everything is earned as we are underway. Boston controls the opening tip, right to left on the floor. Smart with the ball defended by Lowry. Dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. Moves it out to the top to Tatum. Tatum up fakes, gets past Tucker. Drives down the lane, kick out to the wing. Smart back over to Tatum. Tatum at the right corner, one-on-one on Strus. Jab step, double teamed. His pass deflected and intercepted. Bad start for the Celtics. Turnover by Jason Tatum. Pass deflected inside the key by Smart. Heat pick it up, though, with the basketball again. Inside the key, Lowry drives, and no good. Huge contest there by guess who? Rob Williams III. The ball did go out of bounds, though, by Rob trying to save it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He stepped out of bounds. So he got the ball off the glass, but he stepped out of bounds. His back foot off the pivot move. So it will stay Miami ball. 11:19 left to go in the first. Heat get the inbound. Bounce pass down low. Out to the corner it goes. 3 in the way. Tucker hits it. That's good. That's who I thought would step up tonight. And he hits the first shot of the game for PJ Tucker. 1 minute through, Celtics with their second possession. Michael, thanks so much for joining in. Shailene, welcome back to the stream. Horford shoots a 3 off back iron. Kyle Lowry comes up with a defensive rebound. Miami up 3-0. First minute through. Adebayo hands it off to Lowry. Lowry dribbles, attacks inside the paint. Bounce pass Butler, puts it up, scores. It's 5-zip Heat. Us against the world mentality for the Heat tonight. Came in as 8.5-point underdogs. That is the largest deficit on the line that Miami's faced all season. Tatum jacks up a 3 from the perimeter. Right down the chute it goes. That's good for the 3 ball by Jason Tatum. 10.5 in the first. Bounce pass Bam. Takes on Horford. Inside the post. Jumper. Mid-range. Adebayo. No good. Knocked away by Rob Williams. Tatum comes up with a basketball. Passes ahead to Smart. Dish over to the left elbow to Horford. Horford moves it outside to Tatum. Will slow it down. 10:15 left to go in the first. Tatum. Crossover. Dribble. Spin move on Tucker. Crosses him over. Down the lane. Couldn't finish though through the contact. Gets fouled. Tangled up with Tucker. Clock will stop with 10:11. That's a nasty spin move by Jason Tatum. Driving downhill on PJ Tucker to get to the rim. Just crossed up PJ Tucker, who's been dealing with some ankle issues in the series. Dude K, welcome back in. Jay Ramirez, glad to have you in the stream. Ed, welcome on board. CJR, welcome in back from the Philippines. 2 free throws by Tatum. First one is good. Jason Tatum with all 4 points so far tonight. Looking for that classic 40-plus point game out of Tatum to secure him most likely the Larry Bird Eastern Conference MVP trophy if the Celtics win tonight. Second free throw is good. Right now, it's actually Jaylen Brown, the top scorer in this series. Jaylen Brown's averaging 25 points per game. Jason Tatum's averaging 23.8 coming into tonight. 5-5 to score all through Tatum with 5 on the floor. At the wing, Strus lost the handle, turned it off of his thigh, out of bounds. Max Strus having a rough 2 games, and now the first 2 minutes tonight commits his first turnover. Celtics with the basketball. Smart at the top of the key, guarded by Lowry 1-on-1. Tatum sets the pick. Smart towards his right, flings it out to the wing to Tatum. Tatum dribbles into the key, kick out right corner. Horford gets around Strus, passes to the wing, intercepted, jumped the route by Jimmy Butler. Butler out to the races, dump off down low, and Max Strus, out of all players, finally makes a field goal. The Heat with 2 quick steals here. Celtics with a ball security turnovers. 3 turnovers in the first 2.5 minutes for Boston. And that's how the Heat get their points is off turnovers and on transition. That's how they're going to stay into the game. Entry pass down low. Rob Williams kicks it out to the wing. Open 3 in the air. Smart hit the rim short. Tipped up by Williams. Into the wrong hands, though. Goes to Adebayo for the defensive rebound. 9:10 remaining in the first. Bam. Guarded by Horford. Dribbles back outside. Gives it out to Lowry. Lowry at the left wing. Spots up. Open 3. Got it. Something that they could not do in the last game as they brick 38 threes. They make their first one tonight from the outside. That's good by Kyle Lowry, who just shot the ball 1 for 12 during the last 2 games. Miami now 4 for 6 from the floor to start things off. Tatum with the ball top of the key, guarded by Tucker 1-on-1. Dribbles towards his right, guarded by Strus. Takes the 3 over Max Strus. That comes up well short. Contested by Strus. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Strus. Big block from behind by Tatum. Tucker comes up with a basketball in the corner though. Heat have it. They're going to slow it down. 8.5 left to go in the first. Tucker moves it over to Lowry. Dribbles, drives, attacks down the lane. Nobody there for the Celtics. Kyle Lowry scores to the hole for 2. No backside defense whatsoever. And the Heat lead 12-5. Remember, nothing is giving. Everything is earned. You got to go out there and you got to earn it. In the Miami Heat, listening to all the naysayers in the world saying Celtics in 6. And the Heat controlling this game early with 8:25 left to go. 12-5 as Ime Udoka takes a timeout. Siegel, welcome back on board again. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Guys would like to be notified for future live streams here. whether it will be game number 7 on Sunday that I'll be calling or the NBA Finals coming up on Thursday for the next stream. It'll be one of the two right there. But remember, nothing is given. Everything, you got to go out there and you got to earn it. And that's what I was worried about. Everybody just talking about the Celtics, how they already advanced to take on the Warriors. You have to go out there and prove it. You can't just not show up. You got to go out there and you got to prove it. Like St. Peter's did beating Kentucky. St. Peter's made their way all the way to the Elite Eight because they proved the world what they could do as a Cinderella 15-seed team. Everybody thought Kentucky could do it. Everybody thought Purdue could do it. And no, they proved the world wrong. To be the lowest seed in the tournament to ever advance to the Elite Eight. And the Miami Heat looking for a huge upset tonight. An 8.5-point underdog, fueling off of that energy right now. There was a team for college baseball. They went into the D3 tournament with a record of 17-19. The team that I cover for D3 baseball, they were on a 17-game winning streak, finished the season 30-13. They faced them in the first round of the tournament, and the 30-13 team lost to the 17-19 team that finished the conference out of 11 teams 8th in the conference. And they happened to get the victory in the first round of the tournament. And they were like a much smaller program as in terms of players. Like the team that I have for the program, they have 45 players in the roster. That other team had around like 28. So things are crazy. Anything could happen as far as monumental upsets. Bobby, Matthew, Ralph, thanks so much for joining in, everybody, tonight. All 5-point scores so far by Jason Tatum. Celtics with some poor defense so far in this game, which is uncharacteristic. Struggling to defend the rim. Also 3 turnovers so far, which has been a huge troublesome mark. That's the thing. Turnovers and injuries are the 2 things preventing them if they don't win a championship this year for the Celtics. It's because of that. Miami gets those points off of turnovers. Off of fast break plays. That's how they generate their scoring. The vote's up there. Yes, feel free to vote in the poll if you guys would like. It's up there. 6 points by the Heat inside the paint. The Celtics yet to score in the paint so far. Miami's got 5 points off of Celtics turnovers in the early going. Rosalia, Jonathan, welcome to stream. Celtics with some poor backdoor defense in the last possession that Ime Udoka had to call a timeout. All 5-point score by Jason Tatum. 4 different players scoring for the Heat. Kyle Lowry made a 3, which that is promising in the early going for the Heat. Which he shot the ball combined just 1 for 12 in the last 2 games. Tatum brings up the floor. 8:15 left to go in the first as we get back to action. Tatum lobs her to Horford, top of the free throw circle. Lob her to top. Rob Williams snatches it. Size advantage. Backs his way on Strus. Puts up the shot. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound though. Marcus Smart comes down with it. Smart passes down low. Williams dump off. Horford stripped and knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Kyle Lowry, I believe here. Or no, they're going to say it's out of bounds by Al Horford. So it's a turnover by Boston with 8 minutes left to go. Al Horford commits the turnover. They call it a foul on Al Horford, knocking down Kyle Lowry. So it went off of Lowry, but before Horford knocked down Lowry and he got charged with a loose ball foul. Strus pulls up, shoots the 3. Off the back rim, no good. Big rebound snatched away by Al Horford. Celtics with the ball. 7:35 left to go in the first. Brown, Euro step. Kick out to the wing. Turns it over. His pass too wide for Horford. Jaylen Brown just out of control right there, swinging a pass to the perimeter. That's turnover number 4 for Boston. 7.5 left to go in the first. Lowry, top of the key, defended by Adebayo. Dribbles out to his right. Dumps it over to Bam, top of the free throw circle. Working on Horford 1-on-1. Backs his way into the post. Adebayo. As we have another foul. Is that 2 on Horford? That is. That's 2 personal fouls now by Al Horford. Bam Adebayo going inside, just bullying his way down there. Yeah, it didn't really look like much. Al Horford picks up his second, 7:20 in the first. 4 minutes now with 2 personal fouls. Inbound goes to Butler, guarded by Tatum. Moves it out to the corner into the hands to Tucker. Back outside to Lowry, top of the key. Lowry defended by Brown. Towards his right, switch now, guarded by Tatum. Takes a deep range three at the top of the logo. That is way off the mark. Shot clock violation. Hit the bottom right part of the glass. Didn't even hit the rim by Kyle Lowry. That was like a 32-footer. Mr. Blue, welcome back in the stream. Mustafa, John, Eastons, Ricardo, thanks so much all for joining in. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics with another slow start in this game. Marcus Smart, top of the key, guarded by Tucker. Looking for Tatum. Tatum's towards his right, lobs it over there, guarded by Strus, deflected. Tatum gets it, bounce pass down low. Grant Williams floats up the shot, missed it. Rob Williams got stripped. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Heat, though. Clock will stop with 6:46 with 4.6 in the shot clock for Boston. Carrie, welcome back in. Derek White's given his team signs of life early on in the first quarter when he's checked in. Yet to check into the game. Here's an inbound lob over the top for Rob Williams, who throws it down with a two-handed finish. There you go. There's some energy to get the Celtics back winning 5. Strus towards his right. Bounce pass, stole away. Intercepted by Marcus Smart, and a reach-in past midcourt committed by Tucker. Clock will stop with 6:29. Max Strus with a poor pass. Tucker wasn't even looking. Tucker's had his turn back to the basketball, and he was the intended recipient by Strus on the last possession, passing the ball around the perimeter. Lawrence, thanks so much for joining in. Furman, welcome back in the channel. PJ Tucker picks up his second foul now in the game, so he will check out of the game. So him and Al Horford both in the bench with 2 for their respective teams. Brown, top of the key, dribbles up to the free throw circle, step back deep 2, off the front rim, no good. Jimmy Butler with a defensive rebound. Butler, Lowry, Kalen Martin, Bam Adebayo, Max Strus. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Heat. Spin move down the lane. Butler finishes. Looks like his ankle is feeling much better tonight, able to get downhill right past Grant Williams to the cup. Carlos, Mario, Omar, thanks so much all for joining in. Jay Rossi, welcome on board in the stream. Far side of the floor, we got another whistle here. It's committed by Miami. Game clock will stop with 5:57 left to go. Celtics will get the inbound. Tatum, Brown, Grant Williams, Rob Williams, Marcus Smart. The 5 on the floor for the Celtics. Smart gets the inbound. Top of the key for Smart. Guarded by Strus 1-on-1. Smart dribbles, attacks, floats up the mid-range shot. Got it! Over Strus for 2. Right now, the Celtics just hunting down Max Strus, and it's working to their benefit on the last couple possessions. Lowry has it at the left wing perimeter. He's guarded outside by Rob Williams. Kyle Lowry dribbles up, drives on Rob inside the paint. Lowry tried to get underneath them, moves it out to the top. Butler, open 3, got it! Jimmy Butler lets a 3 rain at 17-9 Miami. Celtics giving a lot of space out there on the floor. Cannot happen. Miami comes out firing, making their shots today. They actually held an on-court shoot-around in the last game. Missed 38 threes. They did not hold an on-court shoot-around in game number 5. Smart at the top of the key, dribbles up, backs his way on Strus into the key. Turnaround jumper. That gets blocked that time by Strus. The ball goes right back over to Miami. Looking to push in. Martin attacking right to the cup, and he gets the layup. Kalen Martin scores us 19-9 Miami. Under 5 minutes left to go in the first. Tatum, double teamed. His pass deflected and stolen. Jimmy Butler with a steal. Euro step, dump off out to the wing. Strus, catch and fire 3. Off the front rim, no good. Celtics get lucky. Defensive rebound pull down for Boston. Jaylen Brown at the right wing perimeter. Jacks up a 3 over. Butler sinks it. That's good for Jaylen Brown. Now Brown's finally on the board tonight. 19-12, 4:20 left to go in the first. D-Wade, welcome back to the stream here, brother. Debo, welcome on board. Celtics just 4 for 12 shooting from the floor. They have to get some better ball movement out there in the court in this first quarter, along with 5 total turnovers. Haven't settled into the game just yet. Butler hands it off to Strus. Strus guarded by Smart one-on-one. Moves the cross into the hands to Lowry. Kick out left corner Martin. Left baseline dribble. Lost the handle of the basketball. Turnover into the hands of Tatum. Here goes the Celtics with it. 3-on-2. Dump off Tatum. Into the hands to Brown. Powers his way inside. Too tall off the glass. We do have a foul call on the floor. Kyle Lowry got knocked down. It's a whistle, though, on the Heat. And the clock will stop with 3:52. Celtics starting to clamp together. A couple defensive stops as of late. Last possession there, that was just a gift to them. A gift to them that Kalen Martin had lost the handle driving baseline. Jaylen Brown shooting 2 at the free throw line. First one is good. Derek White will check into the game now for the Celtics. We'll see if Boston can get this any closer with Derek White in this game right now. 3:52 left to go in the first. Derek White has been critical in the first quarter in the last 2 games. Marie, Jalen, Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you in the stream once again. Roger, welcome in. Second free throw, good by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown only shooting 66% entering this game at the free throw line, but makes them both down there at the charity stripe. 3:45 left to go in the first. Miami with a possession. Butler attacks the rim underneath double team. Moves it out to the wing. Wide open 3, Kalen Martin. Around the rim, no good. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. Loose ball foul, though. It's charged to Grant Williams for Boston. And Grant immediately frustrated. Right in the official's face he goes. Oh, baby. Grant Williams face to face with official tonight about the last call. Yeah, wasn't really much there. Inbound goes to Miami. At the right elbow, Adebayo floats the pass, right corner to Butler. Butler backs his way, spin move on the White, puts it up, no good off the glass. Second chance, huge rejection by Rob Williams. Miami comes up with it. Another alter by Rob Williams. Adebayo with the offensive rebounds. Bam at the free throw circle. Dribbles back outside in the Heat. Will wisely burn a timeout as they had 3 shots, 2 of them altered, 1 of them blocked by Rob Williams in the last possession. Timeout taken on the floor by Miami. 19-14 to score, 3:19 left to go in the first as we go on the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight on the channel. Right now we update top scorers in this game. Miami coming out, firing from 3 of 6 from the perimeter, 7 points by Jimmy Butler, getting downhill as well, getting to the rim. He made 1 3 so far in this game for Butler, top scorer tonight. 3 points with a made 3 from the corner by PJ Tucker. Kyle Lowry's got himself 5 points making a 3. He is 2 of 4 shooting with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So these guys stepping up tonight. That's why the Heat lead, plus the Celtics crushing themselves again in the first half with turnovers. 5 points by Tatum, 5 points by Jaylen Brown. Tatum had the first 5. Brown's got the majority of the scoring as of late. Black Pen, Red Pen, thanks so much, brother, for the dono. Really appreciate it, man. And Rob Williams tonight, 2 points in 9 minutes. Just blocked the shot, came up with a rebound. He is altering a ton of stuff on the defensive side of the floor for the Celtics. Robin, thanks so much for joining in. I predicted the Celtics in this one tonight based off the last game where Miami was struggling to make their shots. But today, they come out, they play with passion and heart. The big question is, can Miami do it for a full 48? That's going to be the big question tonight in this one. Because the Celtics, with their number 1 defense, they just constantly wear you down. That's why. In Boston right now, not getting the benefit of the calls. 2 personal fouls picked up by Al Horford. 1 now by Grant Williams. Boston with 3 personal fouls. The Heat's got 4 on their side. PJ Tucker with 2. And then 1 each by Max Strus and Kalen Martin. I just don't like it how everybody's, like, a lot of the analysts. A lot of the analysts have been talking about how, like, they talked about today, like, who you got in the finals, Golden State or Boston. Like, we haven't even played the Game 6 yet between Boston and Miami. Like, this series is not over. The Celtics have to go out and they got to earn it. They can't just fall asleep for 48 minutes and think they got this ball game. And Miami's answered the call right now. Miami has answered the call right now that they're 8.5-point underdogs. The longest underdog spread for them throughout the whole season. And they're leading now by 5. And they're on the road. And they're making shots, actually. Jimmy Butler's looking much better tonight. He's going to have a classic Jimmy Butler game if they want to pull off a monumental upset, according to the national analysts that didn't even give him a chance. My Celtics have to go out and they got to earn it tonight. And that's been the problem, is that sometimes it gets to the head. First half for Jason Tatum after he was named All-NBA first-teamer. Feel like it kind of got to his head for that. Came out and he really struggled in that first half. The problem's been consistency. Should have had an encore. Consistency throughout the whole last game, but he only showed up for the second half. Yeah, I was shocked about that, but hopefully that will be a good pickup for the Lakers there. That they got Ham as the new head coach. Yeah, Golden State won yesterday in 5 over Dallas, so Golden State's now in the finals. Max Strus gets the inbound, floats up a shot, too tall off the glass, defensive rebound pulled down by the Celtics. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Boston with the basketball. They have the 5 on the floor. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, and Rob Williams. Currently, Jason Tatum is on the bench. Derek White has the ball. Right baseline dribble. Puts up the shot. White gets knocked down and fouled. The game clock will stop with 2:53 remaining in the first. Whirly Bird, thanks so much for joining in. Went pretty well today, James. Derek White, last 2 games, been a tremendous tone setter early on for the Celtics. 13.5 points per game he is averaging in the last 2. It's from the last series. Could not buy a bucket second part of the last series against Milwaukee. First free throw is good by White. Turks and Caicos, welcome back in for All In. Steve, welcome on board. Jojo, thanks so much for joining in. Second shot by White. That goes down as well. 19-16 to score, under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Boston starting to creep back into it on a 7-zip run the last 2 minutes. Out to the corner, 3 on its way by Butler. Butler makes his second 3 of the game. Shooting just above 20% from three-point range in the season. Jimmy Butler's got 2 out of the gate early on tonight. He's got 10 points so far. A quarter of his way to 40. Brown backs his way, moves it on top to Smart. Passes out to the right wing to Brown. Jab step. Working on Gabe Vincent. Brown, right baseline. Jumper over Vincent. Gets it. That's good for 2 for Jaylen Brown. 4-point game. 2:10 left to go in the first. At the wing, it's Adebayo. Hands it over to Vincent. Vincent moves it across the floor. Butler up fake. Dribbles, attacks into the paint. Swings it out right corner. Caleb Martin laces up a 3. Splash. Caleb Martin knocks down the 3 ball. Celtics giving the Heat a lot of space. They don't trust the Heat shooters, and the Heat shooters are not construction workers tossing up bricks tonight in this game. They're swooshing them. 5 of 8 from the perimeter by Miami in the early first. Brown, pass deflected, hits the official on the far side out of bounds. It'll stay Celtics ball, minute 40 left to go. Miss Boozhound, Tyrone, Tom, thanks so much all for joining in. Miami's not quitting without a fight. They're giving them all they got right now. Jimmy Butler with 10, 5 each by Kyle Lowry and Caleb Martin, who just made a 3. Celtics with an inbound, and they had it at the rim. They couldn't score, though, down underneath. 1.5 left to go in the first. Butler at the low right block. Butler working his way on Rob Williams. Floats it up around the rim, though. Good. Butler gets his own rebound, though, over Rob Williams. Butler circles around, guarded by Smart. Mid-range. Butler hits it for 2 more over Marcus Smart. Largest lead of the game for Miami, 27-18. 1:05 left to go in the first. This is Boston's game. One at home that they cannot afford to lose. As we have a whistle and a foul picked up. It's charged to Miami. Marcus Smart got knocked down around the screen. Charged to Butler. Clock will stop with 1:08. Cheeson, thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and appreciate everybody for being a part here. Jimmy Butler has listened to the critics And he has come out in a big way so far in this game. 12 points. That's most points in a quarter since the third quarter of game number 2 for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler with two big games in the early going in the series, games 1 and 2. And then started to trail off as he got injured in the first half of game number 3. First free throw is good at the line for Boston. Hasn't looked his way ever since, but tonight looks like he is back. 7 for 32 from the floor for Butler. Just 22% in the last 2 games leading up to this one tonight. But Jimmy Butler tonight 5 for 8, making 2 threes, 12 points. Second shot good. Boston perfect 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Miami yet to get there tonight and attempt a free throw. 7-point game. Final minute left to go in the first. Ball poke loose, far side out of bounds. Heat will have it back though. Final 50 seconds. Heat with an inbound. Adebayo. Inside of Keon Grant Williams. Dumps it down the lane to Butler. Splits defenders, and Jimmy Butler's up to 14. He's doing everything. These dudes are not going to go down without a fight. At the wing, Brown double team. Moves on top. Smart. Open 3 straight away. No good around the rim and out. Defensive rebound pull down for Miami. That should have been Joel Embiid. Adebayo lost the handle. Turnover into the hands of White. Outlet pass ahead. Goes over to Tatum. Euro step down the lane. Tatum finishes right past Kalen Martin with a left-handed layup. That was a difficult layup too by Tatum. Nice outlet by Derek White. 20 seconds left to go in the first. 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Miami slowing down tempo. They get the basketball. Jimmy Butler, defended by Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter. 6 in the shot clock. Butler gets around Brown at the free throw circle. Now takes the jumper right block. Around the rim, no good. Derek White, defensive rebound. 5 seconds. They got to get something off here. White going downhill right to the rim with 1 second. And White couldn't score. Too strong off the glass. As we close out at the end of the first quarter, it's Miami up by 7, 29-22. The team that everybody counted. The team that the national analyst left them out today and didn't even have them in the discussion of playing a game number 7. It's the Heat who lead after 1, 29-22, the score. Miami playing through the energy, feeding off of Jimmy Butler. Showing up in a big way. Trying to remind everybody that he was stellar in games number 1 and 2. Looking to be stellar in the last 2 games as well of this series in 6 and 7. And at the end of the first quarter, the Heat looking for that 7. They're up by 7. Celtics sloppy with the basketball, something that they adjusted big time, and that's how they were able to go on the big advantage in the second half. Outscored the Heat 56-38 in the last game. Got to get better with the basketball, better handles out there on the floor. 5 turnovers in the first quarter. They're midway through to 10, which they had in the last game at halftime. 2 turnovers by Jason Tatum, 1 each by Al Horford, Rob Williams, and Jaylen Brown right now. Top scorers in the game, Jimmy Butler doubling the Celtics' leading score. 14 by Butler, 6 for 10 shooting, 2 for 2 from three-point range, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Top scorer, top rebounder, top playmaker, top ball stealer on the floor tonight so far in this game. Celtics top scorers, 7 points by Jason Tatum, 7 points by Jaylen Brown, 4 by Marcus Smart with 2 steals. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe here. Warren, welcome back in here, brother. Judo, Justin, Anthony, glad to have you guys in the stream. Just getting into the Celtics' head. Not locking down defensively, and Miami's getting all that they can afford right at the rim in this game. Miami shooting the ball 48% in the first quarter. They made 5 threes out of 8 attempts. The Celtics defenders just allowing the Heat players to shoot threes wide open. Thinking about the last game, the Heat actually had a shoot around before this game. That's the big difference. If they have a shoot around, you ain't missing 37 threes in the game. They didn't have an on-court shoot around the last game. So big difference here. Miami's making their threes right now. Points in the paint as well, 14-6. A lot of that's in favor of Jimmy Butler. Just keeps on going downhill to the rim. Something he did not do too often in the last game. He was taking a lot of jumpers in the last game for Butler and coming up short. What's good, Jay Eden? Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, pretty bad for Boston defensively. Like, where's the number one defense in that first quarter? Just wasn't there. That was big with Al Horford getting 2 quick fouls, getting sent to the bench. He played just 5 minutes in the first quarter. Al Horford is greatly needed to defend down low. When he was the primary defender a few games back, he held the Heat to shoot the ball just 1 for 12 shooting from the floor when Horford was the primary defender out on the floor. We get back to action. 7-point game, Heat with the basketball to start the second quarter. Gabe Vincent, top of the key with him, Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Victor Oladipo, and Caleb Martin. Pass stolen away. Jumps the passing lane, that's Jaylen Brown with a steal. Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, Derek White, Al Horford, and Jason Tatum. That's the 5 on the floor. White dribbles, attacks the rim on Bam, floats up the shot off the front rim, no good. Tipped up into the hands of Oladipo with a defensive rebound. 11.5 left to go in the second possession here for the Heat. At the right wing, Oladipo moves to the cross. Adebayo, handoff Robinson. Open 3 with a ton of real estate. Missed it, no good. Celtics really lucky around the rim and out. Boston with a defensive board. 11:15 in the second. Right baseline dribble. Brown, too tall off the glass. Offensive rebound. Horford had to take it away, though. Down low by Caleb Martin. Here goes Martin. Swings out to the corner. Vincent, 1 dribble. 3 over Tatum. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up. Jaylen Brown, defensive rebound. This game is physical. Big battle here between these two teams on the floor. First minute through the second. Lob inside entry pass Horford. Double team Robinson. Oladipo down low. We get a foul. Horford gets held up by Robinson. Clock will stop with 10:56. Arcel, Joey, welcome on board. 10:56 left to go in the second. Celtics will get the inbound. If the Heat win, we'll have game number 7 on Sunday. If the Celtics win, they will play in the NBA Finals against the Warriors, and that will start next Thursday. Tatum moves it across the floor to Brown. Brown gives it over to Horford. Back outside to Brown. Here's a deep range 3. And missed off the rim by Jaylen Brown. Tip loose. That's a hustle play by Derek White, who deflected it and came up with a steal off the Tatum. Swings it across. Brown drives, lost the handle. Brown gets tied up in the key, though. And this will be jump ball. Jaylen Brown and Bam Adebayo. 10:28 left to go. Jaylen Brown had a good opportunity to score down the lane and just lost the handle at the last moment. He almost lost the handle on that monster dunk he had in the last game. He was lucky that he was able to grab that in. Derek White is hustling right now on the floor. Larry, thanks so much for joining in, man. Jerry, welcome on board. 10:28 left to go. The jump ball goes to Miami. Heat control the tip. 10:20 remaining in the second. Oladipo brings up the floor. Pick set by Bam. Oladipo at the right elbow. Moves it out to the wing. Martin has space now guarded by Horford. Entry pass down low. Adebayo working his way on Grant Williams. Turns it over, though. Off the pivot, out of bounds. Celtics trying to see if they can get win in 5 this upcoming possession. Boston gets the inbound. They will try Peyton Pritchard now. 8 total turnovers by the Heat, 6 by the Celtics. Derek White takes it past midcourt. He slips, gets fouled by Gabe Vincent. Game clock will stop with 10:05. Kyle Lowry will check right back into the game now for Miami. Wilson, welcome on the stream. We got 10:05 left to go in the second quarter. Celtics will have the inbound. Jimmy Butler's back into the game for Miami. He's the top scorer in this game with 14. Heat giving the Celtics all they got so far. Derek White bounce past the Tatum. Tatum takes it down the lane, missed the layup, got contact, and then fouled though. Celtics a plenty so far today at the free throw line. They'll get 2 more. Boston's a perfect 8 for 8. Free throws matter. Jason Tatum will shoot 2 more. Tatum tonight perfect 2 for 2. He's got 7 points. Tied for Jaylen Brown's the top scorer for Boston. Two shots by Tatum. First one is good. Second shot by Tatum. Right down the middle. So Tatum cuts it to a 5-point game. The woman, welcome to the channel. Heat have the basketball, 9:50 left to go in the second. 10 for 10 perfect at the line for the Celtics. Lowry, dump off to Butler. Moves out to the corner. Tucker with a corner three. He hits it over Al Horford. Second made three of the game by PJ Tucker from the corner. The Heat ripping through the threes, 6 for 11 from the perimeter. Tatum shoots a three straight away. Right to the shoot it goes for the three ball right back by Jason Tatum. Trading threes. 9.5 left to go before halftime. Tatum top score up to 12 for the Celtics. Lowry moves out to the top to Butler. Guarded 1-on-1 by Horford. Butler moves it out to his right to Tucker. Handoff, Butler has some space. Dribbles on Horford. Backs his way, spin move, turn around. Tough shot, no good. Great contest by Al Horford. Defensive rebound, pull down for the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard yet to score tonight, yet to attempt a shot. He has the basketball past midcourt. Pritchard at the right wing, guarded by Robinson. Bounce pass right baseline. Horford gets the ball away, dumps it down low to a cutter. Jason Tatum throws it down with a huge two-handed flush. Nice cut to the hoop by Jason Tatum, showing why he wants to get that Larry Bird Eastern Conference MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP trophy. Jumper at the baseline. Oladipo missed off the back rim. Al Horford comes up with a defensive rebound. Here goes Boston with it past midcourt. Horford moves outside of White. Pick set by Horford. White guarded by Tucker. Moves it across the floor to Pritchard. Pritchard left baseline dribble. Double teamed. Grant Williams calling for it in the corner. White. Top of the key, White. Bounce pass down low, Tatum. Tatum, turn around, mid-range over Butler. Oh, he sticks it. Jason Tatum with a monstrous mid-range shot turnaround. It's a 1-point game. Jason Tatum taking over on a 7-zip run himself. 16 points by Tatum now. In the last minute and a half, timeout taken on the floor by Miami. 8:17 remaining in the second. If you can do it, I can do it better. Last two possessions by Jason Tatum. Absolutely critical and executing to perfection. 16 by Tatum, 5 for 6 from the floor in 13 minutes. Feeling like one of those classic 40-plus point games could potentially play its course out tonight for Jason Tatum as the Celtics slow to settle into this game, starting to get rolling on a 9-3 run in the second quarter and a 7-zip run in the last minute and a half. Jason Tatum looking to guide his team to the finals for the first time in 12 years and looking to get that Larry Bird Eastern Conference MVP trophy. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. The Garden finally rocking after that last made shot by Jason Tatum. A turnaround mid-range shot over Jimmy Butler as Tatum made it. Such a tough shot, and Tatum knocked it down. So many tough shots in this playoffs that Tatum made that he knocked down. The one that he had baseline over Kevin Durant in game number 1 against the Nets in the series, that was incredible. 14 by Jimmy Butler, top scorer for the Heat. Could be the question, because I was saying in the pregame, can they play a full 48 tonight for Miami? That's the big question in this game. And also, another question generated right now, thinking about it, is can anybody else step up tonight to help out Butler? 6 points by PJ Tucker with 2 corner threes. 5 points by Kyle Lowry making a 3. Bam Adebayo, nothing. Bam Adebayo's got nothing. He had 22 and 11 out in the bubble against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2020. Was a NBA All-Star during the 2019-2020 season. A one-time All-Star for Bam Adebayo. Not an All-Star last season, not an All-Star this season. And nothing. No points by Bam. Rob Williams, a big limiter in that fashion. Just uninspired to shoot. Too scared to shoot when you're defended by the Time Lord with a 7'6" wingspan. It's like a skyscraper out there on the floor. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining and being a part here in the stream. I'll be back either on Sunday or Thursday, depending on what happens to this game. If the Heat win this game tonight, that means there will be a Game 7 on Sunday. If not, I'll be back streaming on Thursday night, Game number 1, Celtics, Golden State, the first game of the finals. Celtics looking for 5 full days of rest, which would be definitely beneficial to a banged-up Boston squad to get Marcus Smart and Rob Williams much more healthier going into the series against Golden State. We get back to action. 8:15 remaining before halftime. Heat have the ball going left to right on the floor. Jason Tatum has scored the last 11 points for the Celtics. Butler bounce pass top of the free throw circle. Tucker, Butler, Oladipo, Strus, and Lowry. That's the 5 on the floor currently. At the right corner, Butler gonna try a 3. Butler hits his third 3 in the night. Jimmy Butler's up to 17. Perfect 3 for 3 from 3. A stat you don't see too often from Butler. Just a tad northwards of 20% from 3 in the season. Pritchard moves it on top into the hands of Tatum. 7:45 remaining. Tatum spin move on Butler. Kick out to the wing. Derek White dribbles into the key. Moves that left corner. Open 3 in the air. Pritchard missed off the back rim. Kyle Lowry defensive rebound. And Grant Williams charged in the loose ball foul. Game clock will stop with 7:35. That's Grant's second. And once again goes right over to the official by Grant Williams. Not happy about another call. Right in the face of the official on both of the fouls after the whistles by Grant Williams. 12 minutes, no points, 2 personal fouls. Butler swings it out to the wing. Lowry dribbles on Tatum. Takes the jumper right elbow. Rattled around the rim and out. And another foul picked up by Boston. Another over the back here. That's on Peyton Pritchard is first. Battling for the box out when Max Strus held up Max Strus. So Pritchard picks up his first. Derek White has 2 personal fouls out. Or no, they're going to give that to Horford there on the stat box. Horford has 3 then for Horford. He floats it up. Yeah, that's his third right there. So Horford has 3. So he just committed the offensive foul. So that's his third. So the stat box just updated. That's his third. So, quick update for the Celtics fouls. 3 by Horford now with an offensive foul right there. The last possession. 2 by Grant Williams, 1 by Peyton Pritchard. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Miami by 4. And they get the basketball. Oladipo swings it out to the wing to Butler. Will he try his 4th 3 of the game and make it? No. He drives on Grant Williams and contacted and fouled again. Grant Williams with heavy contact to the shoulder area, and that is number 3 on Grant Williams in the first half. Jimmy Butler getting downhill, getting to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one is good. Grant Williams having a little chatter again with official about the last call. Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart will pop back into the game in place of Derek White and Peyton Pritchard now. Celtics in major foul trouble. Al Horford and Grant Williams with 3. 1 personal foul picked up by Peyton Pritchard. Everybody else with 0. 6:49 left to go. Butler, second free throw, makes them both. 37-31. Al Horford is a critical piece of the Celtics defense on this team. Tatum at the left wing. Left baseline dribble on Tucker. Tatum flies up high in the air. Throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Jason Tatum, Superman in this game right now. 18 points. 6 for 7 from the floor in a 15-minute span. 4-point game. Lowry gets knocked down by Tatum as Bam was trying to set the screen. And that's a personal foul, his first by Jason Tatum. So Jason Tatum now with his first personal foul. 6:10 left to go in the second. Jamie, thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Inbound for Miami. At the right baseline, Butler, guarded by White, moves it out to the wing to Strus. Pass on top to Lowry, guarded by Smart. 4 to shot clock, deep range 3, Kyle Lowry, 30-foot pull-up over Marcus Smart, and he drills it. Celtics struggling to defend the threes tonight. Miami making their 8th three tonight. Able to have the on-court shoot-around, been a big factor because of that. Horford moves it off to Brown. Horford out on the floor with 3 personal fouls. Smart dribbles behind his back, drives down the lane, and Kyle Lowry charging the reach-in foul, defending Smart. That is a risky play by Marcus Smart. That's the exact same move that James Harden made that got stripped of the ball in that Game 6 loss against the Heat where I said ew in the stream. If you didn't see that, check out that video. I posted a 30-second clip of my reaction and call to the terrible, no bad, very awful turnover to James Harden in the last game of the series against Miami, resulting in an ew. Jumper from the perimeter, missed by Smart off the back rim. Defensive rebound pull down for the Heat. 5.5 left to go in the second. Lowry with the ball, defended by Tatum. Lowry just made a 30-foot pull-up from the top. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Dump off down low to Bam. Kick out right corner. Should have taken a shot. He's not aggressive. Bam Adebayo yet to score tonight. Tucker float to the runner. It's not good. And Jaylen Brown hard gets knocked down to the ground as P.J. Tucker gets called into offensive foul. Jaylen Brown is down hard. Clock is stopped with 5:22 left to go. P.J. Tucker just out of control. Ooh! Throwing out the right hand in the face of Jaylen Brown by P.J. Tucker. There was no reason why he could have done that. He had a clear path to get to the bucket. Stiff-armed the man like the NFL being a running back on the last possession. Ooh! Just stiff-armed Jaylen Brown. P.J. Tucker with a monster stiff-arm to Jaylen Brown. Right to the face. They're looking at the call right now. 5:22 left to go. This is being reviewed on the floor at the moment. Initial call, P.J. Tucker. Offensive foul turnover. Oh, yeah, this has been a tough, physical, gritty game tonight. Heat leading the glass 17-12 in the glass so far tonight. Miami winning this game because their ability to make threes tonight. 8 of 13 from the perimeter at 43%. P.J. Tucker just has his arm around. There's no reason why he needed to do that. Just swings it right into the face of Jaylen Brown. There's no reason why his arm was extended that wide. And it was the right arm driving from the right wing to the basket. He put his right arm all the way back across his body and swung it to Jaylen Brown in the face. So this will be Celtics basketball, 5:22 left to go. Yeah, that was just unneeded for a play there by Tucker. There was no reason why he needed to push off with a right hand. He wasn't even blowing past right. On that side, Jaylen Brown was to the left of him, and he swung down his right arm from behind his body. The very last moment, Celtics to the rim to get the layup. 40-35 to score. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. That is a layup down low there by Derek White driving to the hoop. What's good, Ruby, Naum, Jack? Welcome on board, everyone. I get the Celtics tonight in this one. 4:50 left to go in the second. Yeah, they didn't give him any flagrant to that. Adebayo moves it outside into the hands to Strus. Has it the edge of the midcourt logo. 4 in the shot clock. Dribbles up 30-footer straight away. Off the back rim, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Tatum. Celtics with the ball. Down by 5. Cross-court pass. Brown to Smart. Smart dribbles into the key. Right-handed floater. No good. Around the rim, and it went out. Close, but it stood still at the front rim. Couldn't drop into the net. 4:20 remaining. Butler. Entry pass. Deflected. Poor decision. Jaylen Brown all over Bam Adebayo. Had the position. Deflected and stolen away by Jaylen. Here goes Brown up the floor. We'll slow it down. 10th turnover by the Heat tonight. 7 turnovers by Boston. Brown. Jumper. He's got it. In the top of the free throw circle. 3-point game. 17 combined turnovers in this first half. Jaylen Brown's got himself 9. Number 2 scorer behind Tatum with 18. Heat with a possession. At the left wing perimeter, it's Butler. Butler guarded by Smart 1-on-1. Butler dribbles towards his right. Now drives up. Heavy pick by Bam Adebayo. That's an offensive foul. Illegal screen set by Bam as Smart tried to turn the corner, defend Butler, and just rammed right into that heavy pick. And Smart in a little bit of pain as he is holding his right knee area right now. Ouch. A tough soldier out there on the floor. Celtics looking to take this game so he can get 5 full days of rest. 3.5 left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown turns the corner into the key, goes mid-range, got it. 2 more by Jaylen Brown, 1-point game. 3.5 left to go before halftime. If you guys are just joining us, the Celtics have never led tonight. They've been as close as 1. Loose ball, turnover by the Heat. That is turnover number 11 tonight in the corner. Jaylen Brown picks up the steal. Smart has it at the free throw circle. Bounce pass behind his back, sets up Brown. 15 on the shot clock. Brown guarded by Martin. 1-on-1 spin move. Down the lane, and Martin swings down Jaylen Brown. That's a foul. Jaylen Brown to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 3:05 left to go. Chance for the Celtics to take their first lead of the game if Brown makes both of the free throws. This has been an incredibly physical series. Yeah, Smart's like a little bit limping. He's had a tough game offensively today, just 1 for 6. First shot is good by Jaylen Brown. It's a tie game. Celtics looking to take their first lead tonight. Boston has gone to the free throw line multiple times. They're perfect 11 for 11. The Heat's only gone to the free throw line once with Jimmy Butler, perfect 2 for 2. Second free throw good by Brown. 41-40 for Boston, as now they get their first lead of the game tonight with 3 minutes left to go before half. 6 trips to the free throw line, cashing in on all 12 free throws. A bloodbath in this one. Top of the key, Butler. Guarded by White. Whistle blown and a foul committed by Boston. Are they going to take a timeout first? That's what they called it for. Let's see. Yeah, Derek White personal foul and then the timeout. So Derek White reached in at the top. And now we're going to go to a timeout. So timeout taken on the floor. 2:55 remaining. 41-40 Celtics on a 19-11 second quarter box score advantage here. So they take the lead first time tonight by 1. Wow. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like. Really appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops in the stream. This chat is pretty much, the poll is actually more even than I thought. When I've been covering the Golden State games, Golden State outnumbered Dallas in the poll like 80-20. Now it's 54-46 Celtics. If you guys haven't voted in the poll, make sure to vote in that poll before halftime, where I'll release those poll numbers out to you guys of who you're taking tonight. Let us know on the chat who you guys like in this game as well. Top 2 players for the Celtics going off, combining for, so far, that'll be 31 of the 41 between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. 18 points by Tatum in the zone tonight in this game in 18 minutes. 6 for 7 shooting from the floor. 2 for 3 from three-point range. 13 points by Jaylen Brown. He's coming on strong lately for Brown. 4 of 7 shooting. Both of them are feeling it tonight. It's just other players have to step up for Boston. It's just been those 2 tonight. This is what this is what like the Celtics look like back in like October and November and all of last year when the scoring was just like two guys between Tatum and Brown. That's what it's looked like tonight. After Tatum and Brown with 18 and 13, it's Marcus Smart with 4, shooting just 1 for 6 from the floor, and then 4 points by Derek White from the bench. Rob Williams with 2 points, played 13 minutes so far. He's got himself a block. Al Horford yet to score. 0 for 2 from the floor in 11 minutes. He committed 3 personal fouls, so he hasn't played as many minutes as hoped for in this game for Al Horford. For the Miami Heat, they're led by Jimmy Butler. 19 points by Butler. He is carrying after him at 8 points by Kyle Lowry. Butler 7 for 13 shooting. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Kyle Lowry he's got himself 3 for 6 from the floor, 2 for 3 from 3. And Butler's perfect 3 for 3 from 3. Disco Roll. John, welcome to the stream. Bam Adebayo still no points. 17 minutes he's played, 0 points for Bam Adebayo. If he shows up, the Heat could very well take this game. That's not been the case. Not aggressive once again for Bam Adebayo. The Heat's got 16 points of the 40 off of turnovers. Celtics struggle with turnovers early on. The Heat are now the ones struggling with turnovers. The Heat have turned it over in the first half 11 times. Celtics with 7, 5 of those turnovers in the first quarter. So Boston starting to settle down once again, and that's why they're in a 19-11 advantage. Yeah, Butler's looking much better in this game. He's been going to the rim constantly for Butler. He's a perfect 3 for 3 from 3, too. The Celtics just leaving Heat shooters open from the perimeter. That's the big adjustment they'll have to make here at halftime. The Heat are 8 for 14 from 3. They did their on-court shoot-around before this game. Last game, they missed 38 threes. Second most in the NBA playoffs history. Because they didn't do any sort of on-court shoot-arounds. So we get back to action. Kyle Lowry shooting 2 at the free throw line. First shot is good. Second shot good by Lowry. Heat take the lead back. 2:55 left to go before halftime. Yeah, it's either Bam is injured because he was coming back from injury during the season, or there's something mental, most likely, that's happening. And that's like a really bad case scenario because you never want a player that deals with mental block. 2.5 left to go. So that happened to someone, unfortunately, had to sit out the whole season. Was supposed to play in Game 4 in the playoffs and never happened in the first round. Here's a 3 by Lowry, missed off the rim in the corner. Battle for the loose ball. Martin tips into the hands of Tatum as the Celtics have it. Tatum gives over to Brown. Brown dribbles, goes downhill, attacks to the rim, floats to the shot, missed it. Putback is good. Jaylen Brown got it for 2. Relentless right there with a putback. Celtics by 1. Jaylen Brown keeps on moving up his point totals right now. Brown is up to 15 now in the game. Here goes the Celtics once again off the contest. Brown going downhill, Euro step, puts it up, he scores, up and in off the backboard on Caleb Martin, draws it in the foul. Jaylen Brown going downhill off the outlet pass, and Rob Williams back into the game. Able to clamp down on the defensive side of the floor. Defense turning it into offense. Rob Williams contesting the shot off the rim by Jimmy Butler. Marcus Smart with a defensive rebound. A full court outlet to Brown going downhill right to the rim. Through the contact, got the bucket and 1 over Caleb Martin. Jaylen Brown up to 17 now. Him and Tatum with 35 of the 45 tonight. Ooh, Jaylen Brown had a little bit of pain after that contact, though. Looked like his left knee. Holding his left knee a little bit. Good to see he's up on his feet. He's a trooper. He's going to play through it. He hits the free throw as well. 3-point play check for Jaylen Brown. Boston perfect at the free throw line. 13 for 13 tonight. 1:45 left to go before halftime. Everybody's perfect. The Heat perfect 4 for 4 tonight at the free throw line when it comes to foul shots. Oladipo, bounce pass deflected, and though it was a kicked ball violation charged to the Celtics by Rob Williams. Rob almost coming up with a steal there. Chase, welcome in. 1:38 left to go before halftime. Heat get the inbound. Butler, guarded by White, 1-on-1, top of the key, 8 on the shot clock. Butler dribbles up to the free throw circle. Butler bullies his way into the post, moves out to the wing. Open three, Oladipo missed off the front rim. Rob Williams tips it over to White for the defensive rebound. 1:20 left to go before halftime. Tatum, spin move, guarded by Oladipo, 1-on-1 at the left wing perimeter. Tatum takes the step back three in the air. Around the rim, no good. Butler, defensive rebound. 1:10 left to go before halftime. Heat with the basketball. Lowry inside the key, dribbles out to the elbow. Deep two, jumper rattled out. Tip-in is good, though. That's the first 2 points of the game by Bam Adebayo in the final minute before half. So that was contested by Rob Williams, and Bam Adebayo actually tipped that up and in. 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Tatum, dribble handoff off to Smart. Smart collides and lost the handle of the basketball. Outlet pass ahead. Butler, double team, dump off. Adebayo shows up for the last 2 possessions. And see what happens when you can cash it home at the rim. We get a 46-all game. Bam Adebayo with a trailer dunks it home from the assist by Butler. 35 seconds left to go before halftime. Celtics with the ball. Tatum lost the handle once again. Heat come up with a steal. Outlet pass. Butler guarded by White underneath the hoop. Stripped. Gets it back. Lost it on the hardwood. And will have to burn a timeout with 27.9. Back-to-back Celtics turnovers. Sloppy. Smart lost the handle. And then Tatum just lost the handle going downhill. Got a drive and kick if you're the Celtics. Decision making. Actually, they won't burn. They did not get the timeout. Butler was trying to get the timeout off in time. He got fouled before that. Tripped up by a Celtic. So Butler will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one is good. 47-46. Quick look at the foul trouble right now for Boston. 3 personal fouls by Al Horford. 3 by Grant Williams. After that, everybody else with either 1 or 0. Butler perfect at the charity stripe now. Makes them both. He's got 20. Butler with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Kyle Lowry's got 10. Foul trouble for the Heat. 3 personal fouls each by P.J. Tucker and Kalen Martin. 2 each by Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson. Top of the key, Smart. Smart guarded by Vincent 1-on-1. Switch guarded by Oladipo. 12 seconds left to play. Smart inside the key. Smart double team. Pass out to the top. White moves out to the wing. Smart up fake. Smart thinking about a 3. Tough shot. That is way off the mark. Offensive rebound. Rob Williams did not hit any part of the rim though. That's a shot clock violation. The Heat are going to go into halftime with all the momentum. 4 seconds left to go, forcing a shot clock violation, the worst offensive possession that you can ever get besides a turnover, an outlet pass, and a dunk. Lob at the rim, more like a shot by Lowry, trying to force one up, no good off the back rim, and we close out going to halftime, Heat by 2. 48-46 the score. Jimmy Butler 21, 18 by Brown, 18 by Tatum going into halftime. Celtics was just 2 players showing up in the first half. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and the Heat are not going down without a fight. We'll see if they can play another great 24 to force a Game 7 on Sunday. 21 points by Jimmy Butler. He's not backing down. Remember, he had a tremendous game, 1 and 2. Butler looking to get a tremendous closeout in the series, 6 and 7. Needs help, though. 10 points by Kyle Lowry. Butler's perfect, 3 for 3 from 3-point range, 7 of 15 shooting from the floor. By the way, perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. He's giving the Celtics all that he can offer tonight. This is exactly like you think that these star players, superstar players, are not going to back down from the challenge. They're going to give you all they got in potentially the final game against the Celtics. Kevin Durant for sure did. Giannis sure did the whole series for the Greek Freak. And Jimmy Butler's giving it all he's got. All in potential closeout games. They're not backing down from the challenge. They're giving the Celtics what they can handle. 18 points by Jason Tatum, 18 by Jaylen Brown going into halftime. After that, the number 3 scorer got himself just 4 points for the Celtics. Marcus Smart, 4-point shooting, just 1 for 7. As he is struggling there out on the floor, just trying to get himself much healthier. And a benefit to Boston is if they do win this game, that will definitely help out Smart, definitely help out Rob Williams towards getting back to better health with a full 5 days of rest. Rob Williams with just 2 points, Al Horford no points as he got into quick foul trouble, 3 personal fouls for Al Horford. Off the bench, Derek White's got 4 in a 15-minute span. Joey, welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, you can usually tell by the rebound numbers who wants this game more. And the Heat just playing desperate. 23-16, they're plus 7 on the glass. The Heat are struggling with the turnovers. 12 total turnovers in this game. If Miami was better with a basketball, they'd be up by even more, which is lucky for the Celtics right now. Boston with 9 total turnovers going into halftime. They got to limit that number. Once again, they had 10 going into the last game. Reason why they trailed 9 here. Reason why they trail right now. And the Heat love to get points off of turnovers. 18 points off of 9 turnovers by the Celtics. Cashing it in every single possession that Boston has turned over the basketball. The Heat 18 of 48 off of turnovers. They thrive upon transition plays, points off of turnovers, and points off the fast break. They got 8 points off the fast break as well. Ray, welcome to the stream. Celtics, lucky that they're in this game. They're a perfect 13 of 13 at the free throw line. That's helping them out a lot. But 9-2 in the offensive glass in favor of the Heat. Offensive rebounds, 6 of those going to, or 3 each by Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo for offensive rebounds. Then 2 offensive boards by Caleb Martin, 1 by PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker was the one who was wearing the Celtics down out on the glass in the first quarter in the last game. He's coming up with multiple offensive rebounds. Top coach right now, I'd probably go with Bill Self at Kansas right now, coming off a title. Monte, thanks so much for joining in. Randy, welcome back on the stream from Thailand. This is the Celtics game to win. They got to play like this is a game 7 tonight. And I think all the talk by the national analysts, how they already counted them in the finals to play Golden State. Like, that might have just got to their head in this first half. You gotta play with passion. Have to play with passion and fight. The Heat certainly doing that in the first half, and that's why they're up by 2. Thanks so much all for voting in that poll tonight. Pretty close out there in the poll. Celtics took the poll around 54-46. They should be a top 12 team for Kansas this upcoming season. They're always good. I know they lose a ton though. Christian Brown declared eligible for the draft because a lot of people thought he would be back, so he's a back-end first-round pick. Achai Baji already in. He was declared like a while ago to go to the draft. Probably going to be a lottery pick for him. So it's going to be a lot of new faces, I think, for this upcoming season. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to win the Big 12 once again. I would probably go with Baylor right now. Adam Flagler's back. He just returned a couple of days ago for Baylor. I think Baylor is going to be dangerous. Texas Tech should be good too. A lot of people don't even have Texas Tech in their top 25. I think they look like top 15 with that defense. Though they have a lot of like off-season turnaround like each year. This past season, though, they were a top 15 team, and they had a bunch of players lost in the offseason. They restocked and got a bunch of transfers, the same thing as this year. Yeah, good question, Enyo City. I think it's down to Tatum and Brown. Who will break out in the second half if the Celtics do win this one tonight? If the Celtics do win this game, who has the better second half, Tatum or Brown? Because these two guys are so close together. It's actually Jaylen Brown who's had the better scoring series than Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown came into this series averaging 25 points per game, and Jason Tatum averaging 23.8. Yeah, a lot of good teams this upcoming season in the Big 12. TCU should be really good too. They got Mike Miles back. They got that big dude on the team who's 6'10", 300 pounds, Eddie Lampkin. He was only a freshman last year. He was a monster in the glass. Celtics have to get that assist number up. Just 8 total assists in the first half. The ball is not moving well at all for the Celtics. The Heat with 13 total assists right now going into halftime. There's no single Celtic on the team with 3 assists or more. So Tatum's been carrying the bulk of the scoring, yet to set up his teammates tonight. No assists by Tatum. He's got 18. Jaylen Brown, 18 points with just 1 total assist. It's Marcus Smart with 2 assists and Al Horford with 2. Yeah, Providence should be like a back-end tournament team, I feel like, for this coming season. They lost a lot, but they get a couple key transfers, which is huge. Probably going to outplay expectations once again. Yeah, I believe he's on a lifetime contract at Kansas for Bill Self, so he's going to be there for a while. He should be there for a while. A lot of the coaches, though, retiring like well before we thought, which was shocking. Self is now 59, so he's going to turn 60 this upcoming season. Yeah, probably like 12. I probably estimate around like 12 or so for years. So like low 70s if I had to do an estimation. Celtics midway to just 16 assists. That has to change. Boston hasn't had an assist number in the teens since March 13th and a 95-92 loss against Dallas. That was the lowest point total that they have scored since Game 1 when they attempted 48 threes. They made... Or in Game 1 when they attempted 50 threes, they made 18 and lost against the Bucks in the second round. So, Boston had been having 20-plus assists in all these games throughout the playoffs. Every single one of these games in the playoffs, they've got at least 20 assists in. And you have to go all the way back to 16 a long, long time. Something that they need to change. Moving around the basketball much faster to their advantage. We haven't seen much drive and kick by the Celtics tonight. Yeah, Creighton brings back everybody for them. I've seen analysts go as high as number 2 for Creighton. I'd be shocked, honestly, about that. They gave Kansas a fight in that second round game, though. But that was a Creighton team that barely beat San Diego State in the first round. San Diego State gave away that game multiple times for them. So I think that's a little bit too far-fetched for 2 being their ranking. Or like top 5 even. Because they're kind of in the same boat as Purdue from last year. Purdue basically retained their whole roster, is what Creighton does for this upcoming season. And Purdue had flashes for them that they were like a top 5 team, but as when the season went, they bounced back to the 3 seed in the bracket for them. So they were more like with that 3 seed, like an 11 or 12 by the end of the season. Yeah, Celtics having problems shooting from 3. 3 for 12 from 3-point range, 21%. I think the statistic that's getting overshadowed with the Celtics victories because their defense has been so darn good has been that they haven't shot the ball well for 3 in ages in the playoffs right now. They need to get back to that. If they want to beat Golden State, they need to shoot the ball well from 3. And that includes moving around the basketball. Grant Williams, gone are the games that he was just sinking threes. He hasn't even attempted a 3-point shot tonight for Grant Williams. You got to get back to that. Celtics in the last 3 games shooting the ball. They were 37.5% in that Saturday loss in game number 3. So that's the best percentage they've had in the last 3 games entering tonight. And then after that, the last 2, 23.5% and then 30% from 3. So they are struggling from 3-point range, just 18 of 67 from the floor in their last 2 games combined. Tyler, welcome to the stream. Jeff, thanks so much for joining in. And Hanyos, welcome on the channel. I got the Celtics tonight, 106-101 for my prediction. 5-point game. Yeah, they got So they get the head coach from St. Peter's now for Seton Hall. And I think they get a good amount of those St. Peter's players to transfer over to Seton Hall too. I think St. John's could be a sleeper in the Big East as well. Last year I thought St. John's entering the season could have been a tournament team, like a back-end tournament team, like a 10 or an 11 seed. Weren't there yet for them. If they can tighten up the defense, they could make the tournament for St. John. So that's going to be a interesting conference to watch out because it looks loaded this year for the Big East. Big East, Big 12, ACC should be significantly better. When I go into off season, I'll probably release conference predictions for college basketball around October, early October. I'll be putting together conference predictions probably throughout the summer. That takes a lot of time and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot of research on that and figure out who teams acquire for the transfer portal because there's just so much movement going on and that's the big key. All right, so third quarter going to come up, everybody, in just a moment. Glad to have you guys in the stream being a part here tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys on board. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one. Celtics are Heat by 2 at halftime. Out hustling the Celtics a ton in the first half. Jimmy Butler playing with toughness, determination, and grit out on the floor. 21 points tonight. He has outscored the last 2 games that he combined for just 19. 7 for 15 tonight, 7 for 32 in the last 2 games. We get back to action. Heat with the ball first, right to left in the floor. Bounce pass into the key. Tucker has it, and the Celtics commit a quick foul. Yeah, so now with the whole transfer portal stuff that you can transfer anywhere you want basically without a waiver in college basketball. It's gotten to that point that like 99% of the players get approved without a waiver to play. Here's a jumper from the perimeter, missed by Butler. Defensive rebound back to Boston. First possession for the Celtics now in the second half. 11.5 left to go. Boston will slow it down. Dana, thanks so much for joining in with a dono. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream for Dana. Jaylen Brown, top of the key, guarded by Strus. Brown, crossover double team, moves out to the wing to Smart. Smart floats the pass across, and terrible pass by Smart. Sails over the head of Tatum. That's a turnover. Awful start for the Celtics. They started off the first half with a turnover. They start off the second half with a turnover. 50 seconds into the third. Miami by 2. Top of the free throw circle. Adebayo. Lowry. Pass out to the corner. Butler out to the wing. Lowry shoots the 3. Off the back rim. No good. Al Horford comes up with the basketball. Goes over to Smart. Now into the hands to Brown. Brown going downhill. Attacking right to the rim. Brown gets fouled. Clock will stop with 10:56 remaining. Heat pleading their case that it was a tie-up. The referees, they do signal tie-up. So they do signal tie-up on the last possession. Looked like they were going to call a blocking foul from behind by Butler. They signal tie-up between Butler and Jaylen Brown. So Butler does tie up Jaylen Brown. Max Strus got his hands in there. Here's the jump ball. Tatum controls the tip. Tatum jacks up a 3 with space. Tatum hits it. Jason Tatum on the money tonight in this game. First made bucket of the third quarter goes to Tatum. He's got himself 21, the top scorer. Third made 3 of the game, 7 for 9 from the floor. He is feeling it. Heat with the ball around the perimeter. Tucker gets knocked down by Brown, and Brown commits the reach-in foul. Ace, welcome in from Korea. Wick, welcome back in the stream. Heat get the inbound. Jaylen Brown just picked up his third personal foul now. So Celtics in some big foul trouble at the moment. Jaylen Brown with 3. Al Horford with 3. And then Grant Williams with 3. Everybody else with either 1 or 0. Far side of the floor. Smart deflects it out of bounds. With 1 second remaining in the shot clock, it will stay Heat basketball. Big defensive possession there by Marcus Smart. Heat are going to have to get off a quick shot here with 1 second left to go on the shot clock. Far side, they inbound it to the top. Strus catching fire in a 3. Oh, he hits it. Max Strus actually makes a shot for once. Wow. Off the inbound with 1 second remaining. Remember when the Celtics got burned 2 years ago in the bubble by OG? Oh, that just happened once again there. Corner 3 missed by Horford. Tipped up by Grant Williams. And Grant Williams picks up another foul. You gotta be kidding me, man. That is now number 4 by Grant. And we still got 9:39 left to go in the third. Over the back. 5 points by Strus. He missed the previous 14 attempts from 3. And you leave it up for him to make a 3-point shot and an inbound with 1 second remaining. That is a crusher. Butler moves it out to the wing, into the hands to Tucker. Tucker dribbles at the free throw circle. Guarded around the perimeter, hands it off to Strus. 3 in the shot clock. Strus going to have to jack up another deep one. He does. Off the front rim miss. In and out of the hands of Tucker. Defensive rebound pulled down by Horford. Celtics have the ball. Rob Williams over to Smart. Brown gives over to Tatum. Tatum at the right baseline. Lobs over to Horford. Mid-right block. Back outside, it goes to Tatum. Tatum, Horford, Brown, Rob Williams, Marcus Smart. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. Smart keeps on jacking up shots, and he missed it. No good. Outlet pass ahead of the pack for the Heat, and they score it down with a right-handed dunk by Max Strus. Marcus Smart has to just realize right now that he is there to lock down the Heat on the offensive side of the floor when the Heat have the basketball. Smart needs to be the lockdown defender. And he's going to move the ball around. Cannot be jacking up this many shots. Tatum. Oh, he's feeling it. Jason Tatum makes another 3. Bang, bang. Straight from the top of the key. 8:45 left to go. Tatum's got 24. 80% shooting from the floor in this game. 4 for 6 from the perimeter. Mid-range. That goes down for a quick bucket by the Heat. 55-52. 8.5 left to go in the third. That's Bam Adebayo who got the last bucket. He's got 6. 3 for 5 shooting tonight with 7 boards by Bam. Brown dribbles at the free throw circle, moves out to the wing. Smart's going to jack up another 3, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound saved, though, by Jaylen Brown. Smart has to realize right now to stop taking shots. He's 1 for 9 from the floor. At the right corner, Tatum, jab step 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by Adebayo. Kyle Lowry with a possession, gives over to Bam. Bam hands it over to Lowry. At the left wing, dribbles up, bounce pass Bam, up fake on Horford, moves it outside to the top of the key. Strus with the ball, 12 on the shot clock. 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Butler has it, defended by Rob Williams. Dribble drives, right down the lane inside, goes back door, stops still on the rim, and it goes in. Jimmy Butler for 2, past Rob Williams to the cup. 23 points by Butler tonight, giving it all that he's got tonight. 7:40 left to go. Horford, kick out, corner 3. Smart gonna keep on shooting. Oh, he hits it! Marcus Smart makes a 3, bullseye, and he gets fouled. Tangled up in the right corner, can you believe it? On his 10th shot attempt of the game, he finally sinks one. And it's off of a driving kick opportunity by Al Horford. PJ Tucker, the one that tackled Marcus Smart down to the hardwood at the left corner. He finally makes a big time shot. Could be the turning point of the game that the Celtics needed here. 7:37 left to go in the third quarter, and a 1 coming up to see if he can complete the 4-point play by Marcus Smart. Free throw is good. 1-point game. For all the blowouts in the series, we finally get a game number 6 potential closeout as good as this. Oh, what an incredible game. Kyle Lowry at the right elbow, shuffles it over to Oladipo, floats up the shot, scores for 2 over Horford. Back and forth, here we go. The Heat have led 98% of this game. Skip pass left corner over to Horford. Pass over to Tatum, intercepted by Butler, jump the route, takes it the distance over Smart and gets the layup by Jimmy Butler. Smart with a late foul too. All the momentum sucked out of the Celtics by Jimmy Butler's steal and layup, and 1 coming up. Jimmy Butler gonna take this team to a Game 7 for Miami. If they're able to survive tonight and play the full 48 with heart and passion, determination, they have shown it in this game. 25 by Jimmy Butler, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. In the biggest game of his life that matters. 50% from the floor, 3 of 4 from 3 as we're gonna take a timeout on the court. Oink oink, welcome back on the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics getting uncharacteristically shredded tonight in the paint. 20 points off of turnovers by the Heat tonight in this game. From the Celtics turnovers, that is way too much for Boston. That is 1/3 of the Heat's points off of Celtics turnovers. That's how the Heat thrive upon their points. Heat lead points in the paint, 26-20. 12 turnovers by Miami, 11 turnovers by Boston. Assists in favor of the Heat as well, 16-10. Celtics have never had teen-age number assists, under 20 assists or less since early March for Boston. They have to start moving the basketball. That ball needs to move if you're the Celtics. Gotta go play make and see the court better. Celtics lost the games 1 and 3 because of turnovers. 16 turnovers in game number 1. 23 turnovers in game number 2. As simple as it is, you gotta take care of the basketball. 11 turnovers right now in game 6. It's just Tatum and Brown, that's all. Tatum and Brown combining for 42 of the 56 tonight. 24 by Tatum, 18 by Brown. Jason Tatum is feeling it right now. Having one of those classic Jason Tatum games. Chemo, thanks so much for joining in. 25 on the other side for the Heat for Jimmy Butler. It's going to come down to who can show up and step up here in the remaining part of this game. Because for the Celtics, it's just Tatum and Brown. Smart with that big 3 in the and 1. Smart's up to 8, the number 3 scorer. But we're looking specifically at the number 3 scorer. Who will step up? After Butler with 25, Kyle Lowry is 10. After Lowry, the number 3 scorer for the Heat is Max Strus with 7. Bam Adebayo is 6 points, 8 rebounds. And then for the Celtics, 24 by Tatum, 18 by Brown, 8 by Smart. After that, number 4 scorer is just 4 with Derek White. Rob Williams with just 2 tonight, and Al Horford, nothing. 16 minutes, 3 personal fouls. 4 personal fouls by Grant Williams, nothing. The 2 guys that's got in severe foul trouble have nothing. And Jaylen Brown also has 3 personal fouls. For Miami, foul trouble right now. 4 personal fouls by P.J. Tucker. 3 by Caleb Martin. So we're going to get back to action in just a moment. 61-56 the score. Jimmy Butler will shoot 1 at the free throw line. 7:07 left to go. The free throw is good. Yeah, I was probably going to say J-Lo too. Celtics with the ball. Smart at the wing. Smart needs to start setting his teammates up instead of missing so many shots from the floor. Away from the basketball, Kyle Lowry called in the personal fouls. Marcus Smart, 20% shooting tonight. 2 of 10 shooting. 6:54 remaining in the third. Boston will get the inbound. Gives over to Smart. Smart, Tatum, Brown. Brown who has it now. Brown at the top of the key. Smart, Tatum, Brown, Horford, and Rob Williams. Rob has it. Takes a right baseline jumper. Missed off the back rim. That is not his shot. 6:40 left to go. Celtics down by 6. Heat with a possession. Oladipo, Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Max Strus, the 5 on the floor currently for the Heat. Oladipo floats up the shot in the key, well short, and a foul committed again by Boston. It's by Smart. So Oladipo will shoot 2 now at the free throw line. 6:30 left to go. First shot. That's good. Around the rim, stood still at the front rim, dropped in. Second shot. Good by Oladipo. It's an 8-point lead for the Heat. 7-zip run by Miami last minute and 15. Celtics have to have much better quality looks at the hoop. Smart up fake, left baseline dribble. Smart to the rim, banks it home. That's good. Marcus Smart now with 10. That's what happens when you take it to the rim off of a up fake, open, and cash it home. That was lucky it wasn't too strong. Smart able to get the floater to go down. Oladipo, step back 3. Got it. Contested by Rob Williams. Rob just not jumping out on the floor tonight. Launching his body and contesting shots. That's the 10th made 3 by Miami. Under 6 minutes left to go in the third. Tatum. Kick to the corner. Open 3. Jaylen Brown off the back rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Al Horford with offensive rebound. Horford puts it up. Missed it. Tip to the baseline. Strus saves it. And it will be Heat basketball. 5:35 in the third. Miami has the possession. Deep range 3. Strus. Oh, he hits it. And the Celtics have had their heart ripped away from them with a Miami Heat without Tyler Hero. This is goddamn embarrassing. Open 3s here, open 3s there. That's what happens when you have an on-court shoot-around. You make your 3s. And the Celtics should be absolutely ashamed of themselves for not contesting any of these perimeter jumpers as of late. This is disgusting. Ew! 70-58 the score. 5:30 left to go. The largest lead of the game with Max Strus making his second three in the night. Mike, welcome to the channel here, man. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Gotta play like it's a game 7. Celtics not defending. Not defending at all tonight. Leaving multiple shooters wide open, and the Heat are 50% even from three-point range at 11 for 22. Wide awake, welcome back in. Compton on the stream, welcome on board. Thanks so much for joining in from Guyana. Heat getting more players to step up. That's why they're running up the score to their highest point lead of the game. 26 by Butler, 10 each by Lowry and Strus came alive for the last 3. Celtics 24 by Tatum, 18 by Brown, 10 by Smart. Missing 8 shots though. Celtics just aren't making it easy. Keep on jeopardizing themselves to get some much-needed rest going up against Golden State. Hey, thanks so much, Camo. Really appreciate it for being a part of the stream. It all starts with moving around the basketball much better. 11 total assists for the Celtics. You got to play make. They haven't had 20 assists or fewer in over a 2-month span. They got to play make. All the national analysts on the talk shows today. You guys have to be kidding me. Why in the world was it even a topic of discussion to talk about the NBA Finals matchup between Golden State and Boston? Still got a Game 6 to play. Most likely going to be a Game 7. Gotta figure. Nothing is given, everything is earned. And all the big networks talking about the matchup already since Golden State won last night. Talking about the matchup between Golden State and Boston. Like, you're going to be kidding me. Not even giving Miami credit, not even counting them out. They're a resilient bunch. Doing this on the road right now. The largest point spread of the season, proving all the national dudes wrong. Just the national dudes are talking about it. Not the regional, not the local, the national. On multiple talk shows this morning, they had it as the graphic. Warriors versus Celtics NBA Finals matchup. Back to action. Derek White takes it right downhill to the rim. He scores the layup. 5:05 left to go in the third. Heat with the basketball. Lowry, Adebayo, Butler, Strus, and Oladipo. The 5 on the floor. Corner 3 by Butler. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound right back to the Heat by Oladipo. Out to the wing it goes to Strus. Moves the ball into the hands to Lowry. Edge in the midcourt logo. Lowry guarded by Smart. Passes out to his left to Strus. 35-foot pull-up. No good off the front rim by Max Strus. Taking a Steph Curry range shot. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. Down by 10. Looking to see if they can cut into it. Tatum. Nice dump off underneath. Rob Williams gets blocked to the rim and fouled by Oladipo. That's how you play make right there. Jason Tatum with a nice shovel pass. Down low to Rob Williams. And now the Time Lord will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 4:37 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, things going pretty well, Joe. Mandel, welcome on board. .437 remaining in the third quarter. First free throw good by Rob Williams. If there's a positive takeaway from the Celtics game tonight is that they are perfect at the moment at the free throw line. 15 for 15 when it's come down to the free throws tonight. Second shot by Rob Williams. Right down the middle. 16 for 16 on free throws by this team. That's what's helping them in this game. Both teams are perfect. 9 for 9 by the Heat. Kyle Lowry dribbles past the midcourt logo. Hands it off to Butler. 15 on the shot clock. Lowry towards his right, guarded by Derek White, 1-on-1. Butler has it, attacks that zone, and gives it out to the corner. 3 on its way. Oladipo missed off the rim. That's back-to-back missed threes, but the Heat Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. Gonna slow it down with Derek White. Puts the ball into the hands of Brown. Floats it up over the top. There you go. Pushes it through. That is Rob Williams with a right-handed flush. The energy burst that the Celtics needed. The Time Lord is back. Putting it up with the hops right there for Rob Williams. Soaring up over the rooftop. Jaylen Brown receives it off to a cut off the cannon. And that's what happens when you decide to play make for the Boston Celtics. Drive, float, punch down with a right-handed flush by Rob Williams. The Celtics decide to play make. They've cut it to a 6-point game. Timeout taken on the floor by the Heat. 4:08 left to go. Rob Williams, last 4 points in a row. He's got himself now 6 points. Finally showing why he's a lob threat at the rim. Finally giving him the chance to execute on lobs. Keep on going that way when they are seeing mismatches on the floor between Rob Williams and other players trying to defend him in the paint area, like Max Strus getting switched on him. What a game tonight. This game is far from over. All depends on who will show up in the final 15 minutes of this one. We will head from the timeout. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. With all the blowouts that we got in this series, incredible. Game number 6 we've had. The Miami Heat have led 99% of this game. Boston took a quick lead at one point in the third quarter. Then the Heat gun on top once again. Boston's largest lead by 4. Heat's largest lead was 70-58. And now it's 70-64. Celtics have finally awakened. Gabe Vincent, Victor Oladipo, Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. That's the 5 on the floor currently for the Heat. 3:50 left to go. Tatum, Brown, White, Smart, Rob Williams III. 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. Top of the key 3. Lowry. Right to the shoot. It's good by Kyle Lowry. Him and Jimmy Butler having a big game showing today. Kyle Lowry up to 13, making his third 3. Butler's made 3 threes as well. The top scorer for the Heat with Butler with 26. Brown, mid-range, puts it up. Puts it down. And they will not count it, though. Offensive foul by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown pushing off right there. And Oladipo, just lowers the right shoulder in the key, trying to generate space. Called an offensive foul. That's Brown's 4th. Heat by 9 with the basketball. Butler on Smart. Backs his way to the left elbow. Butler, turnaround. 15-footer. Butler hits the shot. Are they going to count it or no? That's a tough shot. They will not count it. Kyle Lowry unhappy about the call. Marcus Smart, the guilty party, picks up the foul before the shot in the Heat and the bonus with 2 by Butler shooting. Butler will shoot 2 at the free throw line now with a bonus. First shot is good. Second shot is good. 11-point lead for the Heat. 3:10 left to go in the third. Celtics with the ball. Tatum towards his right, guarded by Vincent. 1-on-1. Both teams with 13 turnovers. Tatum skip pass left corner. Derek White takes it into the key. Up fake. Moves it outside to Smart. Takes the three straight away off the front rim. Offensive rebound out Horford. Dump off. Up fake. Smart down low. Passes ahead of Rob Williams at the rim and scores. Number 44 in black and green starting to make things happen. Puts it back winning single digits. 2:40 left to go in the third. Rob Williams, they start to go his way with some touches. He's up to 8 points. Top of the key, Butler guarded by White. Moves it out to his right. Vincent into the hands to Butler. 2.5 left to go in the third. 6 in the shot clock. Butler, free throw circle, takes the jumper. 16-footer straight away. Oh, he hits it around the rim, and it goes in by Jimmy Butler, having an incredible game today. Look at the force of Game 7. 2:15 in the third. Smart guarded by Strus. Top of the key. Smart gives it over to Tatum. Tatum, kick, corner, 3 on its way. Horford around the rim, no good. Tipped up, loose ball. Max Strus, defensive rebound. And an over the back call, charge to Tatum. Foul charge to Tatum. Jimmy Butler, by the way, has got 30. 30 points, 9 boards, 7 assists by Butler. Could potentially have a triple-double before this is done, with 3 steals. 24 by Tatum. Just picked up his second personal foul. Quick foul trouble numbers right now for the Celtics. 4 each by Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams. 3 by Horford, 2 by Tatum. For the Heat, foul trouble numbers at the moment. 4 by Tucker. 3 by Martin. 2 each by Larry Strus, Vincent, and Robinson. Victor Oladipo, 2 shots. First one is good. Second one by Oladipo, that's good. 79-66, 13-point lead, largest one of the game by the Heat. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Celtics going to start to move this ball around. Horford out to the wing, it goes to White. Bounce past Tatum, right baseline. Tatum on Butler, moves out to the wing. White, open, 3 in the air, got it! Derek White knocks down the 3 ball. That's what happens when you move the ball around, you take a shot with space. 1:45 left to go in the third. Gabe Vincent slows it down up the court. Vincent towards his left. Defending the outside by White. Moves it out to his right. Strus back over to Vincent. Pick set by Adebayo. Vincent takes the 3. Blocked by Rob Williams. Celtics come up with a 3-on-2. Fast break. Tatum over to Big Rob. Throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Rob Williams with his 7-foot wingspan. Blocks the shot. Takes the distance. Defense translates it into offense. 1:20 left to go in the third. Heat with the basketball. Vincent moves it out to his right to Butler. Butler guarded by Horford, 1-on-1, 8 on the shot clock. Butler crossover, right baseline dribble, bounce pass corner, Oladipo. Out to the wing, Vincent moves out to his right. Max Strus, deep range 3, he hits it. Max Strus silencing the crowd here in Boston in the final minute left to go with a team that released him after the 2019 NBA Summer League. Celtics with a possession. Top of the key, Smart moves it out to his right to Tatum. Kick out right corner, up fake White. Right baseline dribble, lobs it up over the top. Rob Williams puts it home over Adebayo for 2. Rob Williams being efficient here. Getting a lot of touches at the rim lately. Back to a 9-point game. 10 points in this quarter by the Time Lord. 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Heat with the basketball. Top of the key. Oladipo shoots the 3. Too long. Look at the bank it. Defensive rebound pulled down by Horford. Here we go. Final 30 seconds left to go. Celtics with a possession. Smart gives over to Tatum. Tatum will slow it down around the perimeter. Clamped by Strus 1-on-1. 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Tatum. Top of the key double team. Moves out to his left. White. White inside the key. Stripped. And White gets fouled. Game clock will stop. 13.2 seconds left to go. It's a reach-in foul committed by Gabe Vincent. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. If there's a Game 7, that will be back in Miami. And Stephen A. better flip his reservations and get his reservations back that he had canceled 2 nights ago. Max Strus had lost his mouthpiece when he made the 3. First shot is good by Derek White. He's shooting 2 at the free throw line. $82-74. All going to come down to who can step up here in the fourth quarter. Top scorers in the game. 30 points by Jimmy Butler. 13 by Max Strus. 13 by Kyle Lowry. 9 off the bench by Victor Oladipo for the Celtics. 24 points by Jason Tatum, 18 by Jaylen Brown, 12 by Rob Williams, 10 each by Derek White and Marcus Smart. 10 points in the third by Rob Williams, by the way. It's been more so Williams and White in this third quarter. Ting Ting, Black Mula, JJ, welcome on board everybody tonight. Second free throw at the line, that is good. Right down the middle by Derek White. 7-point game, final 13 seconds left to go in the third. Both teams perfect at the free throw line. Celtics 18 for 18, Heat 13 for 13. Lowry with the ball at the edge of the midcourt logo. 4 seconds left to go. 35-footer straight away off the front rim. Tatum, one dribble. He's going to go for a 3/4 court shot. Off the top of the glass it goes. And we close out at the end of 3. The score, 82 Miami, 75 Celtics. For a chance to force a game number 7 on their home floor for the Heat. Playing desperate, they have played an incredible 36 minutes of basketball. Can they play the full 48? We'll see when we come up starting the fourth quarter back in a few moments. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops in the channel. If there is a Game 7, I plan on being back for Game 7 Sunday night. If not, if the Celtics do win tonight, they'll play against Golden State in the NBA Finals, and that game number 1 will take place on Thursday nights. Celtics, if they do win tonight, they'll be rewarded with 5 full days of rest. But if not, they'll have to play a Game 7, and they do not want to go back to Miami, and we'll see what happens there. Quick update in the foul trouble at the moment. Al Horford got into early foul trouble. He's got 3 personal fouls, but the most for the Celtics are Grant Williams and Jaylen Brown, both with 4 total fouls for Boston, then 3 by Horford, 3 by Smart, 2 by Tatum for fouls. Foul trouble for Miami. 4 personal fouls by P.J. Tucker, 3 each by Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent, and then 2 each by Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, and Duncan Robinson. Hey, thanks so much, Jerry. Really appreciate it, man. Win-win. Welcome back in the stream. Jimmy Butler showing up in a big way today. Smart needs to set up his teammates right now. He's crushing the Celtics' chances. Boston with 16 total assists. They don't want to finish in the teenage number for assists. They haven't been held to 20 assists or fewer since early March. Darren, welcome in from Antigua. Michael, thanks so much for joining in from South Dakota. Jimmy Butler ain't going down without a battle in this game, that's for sure. All 3 superstar players in a row in a closeout game, giving the Celtics all they can handle. Between Kevin Durant, Giannis, and now Jimmy Butler with a 30-burger, proving all the sports media critics wrong. That he is back and he is ready to ball when the moment matters once again. Bam Adebayo just 6 points tonight for someone that averaged 22 and 11 2 years ago in the bubble against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. In 33 minutes, only has attempted 5 shots, has made 3. If the Heat don't take this game, there's going to be a lot of talk about his aggressiveness once again, not having it in the tank once again tonight. As Rob Williams started to take over that third quarter. 10 points in the third by Rob Williams. We get back to action. Fourth quarter has begun. Celtics with a possession first. Jaylen Brown moves out to the wing. Wide open 3. Derek White. Right down the spot it goes. Derek White takes the 3 and he drills it. What a start to the fourth quarter by the Celtics. If that has any signal to it, we'll see if it signals comeback. First possession by the Heat. Tucker back into the game with 4 personal fouls, guarded by Grant Williams, who also has 4. Bounce pass left wing perimeter, over to Lowry. Gives it over to Butler. Butler has space, guarded by Horford. Dribbles up to the free throw circle, up fake. Jumper over Grant Williams. Got it, and a foul. Grant Williams now has 5 personal fouls, and we still got 11:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Grant Williams has been a foul magnet to a whistle of the officials tonight. You can't touch him, Grant. You got his right elbow up on the shooting motion. Grant got Jimmy Butler's little tap there to the right elbow. Got to go more vertical with those arms. It's a crusher bucket with an and one coming up by Butler. Gonna head to the timeout. 11:25 left to go in the fourth. What's good, Robert? Welcome to the stream. Aspire, welcome to the channel. Jimmy Butler makes the shot. We'll have another free throw at the line, and every single person, every single player in the building has made a free throw in this game tonight. The Heat perfect 13 for 13 on free throws, 18 for 18 for the Celtics. I would not want to be the losing team in the crunch time moments in a tie game to determine the game at the free throw line. Good chance that everybody makes them tonight, that all will make them. Yep, going to come down to who will step up in a big way and who can execute these possessions in this fourth quarter. Who's got the crunch time moments in them? That's what we're going to figure out. Who will be able to not crack under pressure when the game matters the most? If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in and being a part here tonight. Games decided by 3 points or less this season. The Miami Heat, 3-6 record this season. And those 9 games decided by 3 points or less in the regular season. The Boston Celtics, 3-9 record. Not as much experience. They have been blowing out teams in March and April, entering the playoffs. And they don't have much experience entering the playoffs in those close games. As for the playoffs, that Brooklyn series in the first round really gave them the taste of winning in close games. They won by 1 game 1 with a Jason Tatum game-winning layup to open up the playoffs. They won by 4 in the game 4 at Brooklyn, 116-112. The other 2 games, 2 and 3, were decided by 7 points and 6 points. That was a series in 4 games in the sweep, combined by 18 total points between the Celtics and the Nets. After that, Boston lost 2 games against the Bucks by 1 possession each. 103-101 at Milwaukee, game number 3. Lost game number 5 at Boston, 110-107. They were up by 14, and Marcus Smart gave away the game with 3 turnovers in the final 45 seconds. No games in this series have been close, but it was the Heat who squeaked out the closest game, 109-103, game number 3 of the series. Celtics drew 1-1, and then Miami with a couple big buckets, able to pull away and get themselves the victory. 84-78. Jimmy Butler will shoot 1 at the free throw line. We got 11:26 left to go. We just started off the fourth quarter. 11:26 remaining in the fourth. Free throw is good by Butler. The Heat, as far as close games in the playoffs, they've been able to win those close games, unlike Boston. 97-94, game number 5 against Atlanta. They did lose 111-110. The lone game that the Hawks won in game 3, they did lose that one. Celtics miss a shot, ball goes back to the Heat. Tucker floats up the shot, left block, got it. The Celtics cracking under pressure, looking like there could very well be a Game 7. 11 minutes left to go. Dana, thanks so much for the dono again. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream. Siegel with a dono. Let's go, everybody. Horford moves over to White. Horford, White, Jaylen Brown, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum. White attacks. Missed the open layup. That's no good by Derek White. Celtics get the ball right back, though. Grant Williams powers his way. Draws the foul on Strus. And Grant Williams will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 10:34. Two free throws here by Grant Williams. First one, right down the middle. It's good. Celtics have led for only 1% of the game. The Heat the other 99% tonight. A few moments in the third quarter, Boston led in the early third. Free throw number 2 is good. Everybody making free throws tonight. Boston perfect, 20 of 20. Miami perfect, 14 for 14. 10.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry with a possession. Lowry, Butler, Strus, Tucker, and Oladipo. Out to the wing they go to Butler. Butler attacks down the lane on Horford. Butler turnaround contested by Horford. Oh, he hits it. That is as good as a contest that you could do by Al Horford, and Jimmy Butler still makes it. 35 points. Jimmy Butler from the first 2 games in the series, he is back. 10 minutes left to go. 9-point lead for the Heat. Celtics with a possession. Brown out to the wing. White shoots the 3. Makes the 3. That's good by Derek White. Bang, bang, a huge 3 by Derek White. Derek White been critical in this game. 17 points, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. 3 at the top, missed by Butler off the back rim. Defensive rebound goes to Tatum. 9:40 left to go in the fourth. Tatum dribbles, drives, kick to the corner. White up fake. His defender slipped. Right baseline dribble, floats up the runner, count it, and 1. Derek White gets the runner at the baseline, and he's going to shoot 1 at the free throw line. Derek White setting the tone in the series. Games number 4, games number 5 in the first quarter. In the fourth quarter, tried to become the closer for Derek White, up to 19, knocking on the door for 20. Derek White, I can do it myself, baby. This is why they gun him, to win battles like these. When the series is on the line. Heart, grit, determination, passion from Derek White on a bounce-back series as we have a whistle blown in the hardwood. Derek White missed the free throw. Smart got knocked down by Tucker. I believe it's going to be called on Tucker. Or no, that's Grant Williams who got knocked down by Tucker. Yeah, Grant Williams sandwiched trying to box it out between Strus and Lowry, the one, and Tucker stepped on his back foot. So the clock is stopped. We're going to take a timeout here. 9:36 remaining. And it's the Heat leading by 4. The reason why they got Derek White, we're seeing it right here, right now. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We got over 1.5K out for an incredible game. Friday night basketball in Boston at its finest. When the series had been full of blowouts, tonight we got a close game. Going to come down right to the wire, maybe even overtime. We haven't seen an overtime so far in the conference finals. I don't think there's been a close game determined by 1 or 2 possessions since, I think it was like May 13th or something like that. It's been a long, long time. It's been all blowouts. So it's been 2 weeks since there's actually been like a close NBA playoff game. Siegel with a dono. Really appreciate the brother for the dono. Alex, welcome back in the stream here, man. All will determine who will step up in the final 9:36 tonight. Top scores of the game look like this. Jimmy Butler carrying, giving all he can offer to the Celtics defense. 35 points by Butler tonight. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, and 36 minutes of floor time. 13 points each by Max Strus and Kyle Lowry. Strus making 3 threes tonight. 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum, 24. It's been silent as of late, though, for Tatum. Has to get going. 18 by Jaylen Brown, also silent as of late. It's been Derek White, 19 by White. The third quarter dominated by Rob Williams with 12 points. He's got total in the game, 10 by Marcus Smart. Nine minutes, 36 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts remaining for Boston. 3 timeouts remaining for Miami. Foul trouble numbers right now for Miami. 4 personal fouls picked up on P.J. Tucker. 3 each by Larry Strus, Caleb Martin, and Gabe Vincent. Celtics foul trouble numbers. 5 personal fouls by Grant Williams. 4 by Jaylen Brown. 3 by Al Horford. 3 by Smart. 2 by Tatum. Angelo, thanks so much for joining in. 9:36 remaining in a 4-point game. Lord Itachi, welcome back on the channel, man. What a game we got in this Game 6 of the series. Miami looking to force a Game 7 on Sunday. Celtics looking for 5 full days of rest, entering the finals against Golden State to get back to the finals for the first time since 2010. Here we go. Butler with the ball. At the right wing perimeter, guarded by White. Backs his way inside the key. Butler moves it out to the top. Lowry dribbles up down the lane, floats to the teardrop, and a huge collision. That will be an offensive foul by Kyle Lowry. Derek White takes the charge. Putting your body on the line. That's how you win the game of the series. And in black and green, number 9 right now, showing the Celtics pride. Derek White putting his body on the line, takes the charge to the contact committed by Kyle Lowry. Boston basketball, 9:05 left to go. Smart hands it over to Brown, turns the corner, jumper, 15-footer straight away. Off the back rim, tipped up. Defensive rebound pulled down by Oladipo. Oh, he throws it away. Victor Oladipo turns it over, just rushes the pass as he could have just slowed it down with his feet in bounds, and the ball goes back to the Celtics. That is an absolutely embarrassing play by Oladipo. Just secure both your feet in bounds, man. You don't have to toss it to anybody in the floor. There was nobody even near them. 8:45 left to go. Brown going downhill, right to the rim. Tatum going downhill, right to the rim. They're going to count it or no, they will not. Tatum got the bucket. They call it an offensive foul, though, his third. Tatum driving on Tucker. That's a tough play. That's a tough play there. Arm to the upper chest area. Tatum went to Tucker, got called for the offensive foul. Honestly, that could have gone either way. 8:35 left to go. Heat come up with the basketball. That's a big possession. Could have been a 1-point game if Tatum makes the free throw. Offensive foul by Miami. Max Strus, a legal screen, knocks down Smart. The ball go right back to the Celtics. 8:33 remaining. Max Strus commits the offensive foul. Bam Adebayo has been scared to shoot whenever Rob Williams has been on the floor. Checks back into the game. 4 personal fouls each now by P.J. Tucker, Max Strus, and Kyle Lowry for the Heat. 5 personal fouls by Grant Williams, 4 by Jaylen Brown, 3 now by Tatum, Horford, and Smart. Celtics with the ball, 8:30 left to go. Tatum, top of the key, guarded one-on-one by Strus, dribbles, lost the handle, deflected. Horford, what a save, though it's picked up in the corner by Kyle Lowry. Here goes the Heat with it, up by 4, loose ball. Derek White reaching in from behind, and Kyle Lowry is down. Near side of the floor, clock will stop with 8:14. That will be Derek White's second personal foul. Jeez, so sorry to hear that, Jason. Send my prayers out to you, man. Hopefully you're feeling well there, brother. So sorry to hear that, brother. Gee, that's unfortunate there, man. That looked like a clear opportunity to steal it, and Boston committed the foul. Bounce pass, top of the free throw circle, Adebayo. Will he take the jumper? No, he will not. He passed over to Lowry, top of the key, sets the screen. 3 by Lowry, missed off the back rim, offensive rebound. Tucker puts it up, too long off the glass. Tatum comes up with a defensive rebound, gives over to Brown, attacks, goes downhill. Brown, backdoor, missed the layup, gets fouled. Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 at the free throw line. The clock will stop with 7:55 left to go, and that is on Max Strus, number 5. Max Strus now with 5 personal fouls. $7:55 remaining in the fourth. Jaylen Brown to shoot 2 shots at the free throw line. First one is good. $19 points by Jaylen Brown. Second free throw, got it. 2-point game. Who's going to have that closing moment in them? Jason Tatum, you want the Larry Bird Eastern Conference Finals MVP trophy. Go up and get it, brother. Make a big-time shot. You got 7:45 left to do so in this game to see if he can start to take over. Butler, baseline, jumper, corner. Jimmy Butler has other ideas. That's a 3, and he sinks it. Beat the odds. Jimmy Butler, 22% three-point shooter in the regular season. Tonight he's got 38, 4 for 7 from the perimeter. 7:20 left to go. Smart bounce pass, corner into the hands to Horford. Lob inside, Smart goes backdoor. He scores up and in off the backboard. That's how you play make there by Big Al Horford. 7:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry brings up the floor. Dribbles, attacks, kick out to the corner. Gabe Vincent has it. Moves over to Lowry. Defended by White 101. 8 on the shot clock. Lowry. Bam sets the pick. Dribbles up to the right elbow. Takes the jumper. Missed off the front rim. Jason Tatum defensive rebound. Here goes the Celtics just down by 3. Brown will slow it down. Moves it across the floor for Tatum. Chance to tie with a 3. Chance to pull one and one with a 2. Tatum at the top of the free throw circle. Dribbles, attacks the paint. Floats up the shot. And a foul. Who's going to be on? It's on Miami. Kyle Lowry looking to take the charge. Will not get called in the charge, and Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 6:40 left to go. This game has been incredibly tense here, folks. PJ Tucker having words right to the official about the last call. Miami looking to see if they can keep their composure, but Tucker has to go to the bench as he is fuming right now. Tatum shooting 2 at the line. First one he's got. Two-point game all over again. 148th career playoff game without a finals appearance for Al Horford. That is most all-time. The Celtics looking to give it to him here tonight on his 141st appearance to get him into the NBA Finals. Second free throw by Tatum, right down the middle. 1-point game. Celtics inching like the hungry little caterpillar, inch by inch, trying to get right back into this game. The Heat have led 99.5% of this game. Butler at the left wing perimeter. 6:30 left to go. Butler dribbles top of the key, guarded by Smart 101. Butler drives down the lane. Pro hop has space, puts it up, and he banks it. Jimmy Butler, an unbelievable game tonight. 6:20 left to go. Jimmy Butler has got 40. He has dropped down 40, doing it all himself. In the game 6 in the series, White, up fake, puts it up, missed the shot, tipped up, Bam Adebayo, comes up with a defensive rebound and helps the Heat for once. 6 minutes left to go. Heat will slow it down. Gabe Vincent, top of the key, moves it out to his right into the hands to Butler, guarded by Brown, 1-on-1. Butler, jab step, dribbles, drives, down the lane, swing to the wing, out to the corner, goes Oladipo, 4 to shot clock, guarded by Tatum, Oladipo. Shot clock winding down, float to the shot, and will it go in? It does go in. They will not count it, though. Shot clock violation by Victor Oladipo. Launched it just a couple milliseconds after the buzzer. Big possession. Celtics will get the basketball. 18 turnovers by Miami, 16 by Boston. Rob Williams at the scorer's table, looking to check back into the game for the final 5 minutes for the Celtics. Boston with a possession. Derek White at the left wing perimeter. Dribbles into the free throw circle, kicks out to the wing. Horford with a three. Oh, Horford, baby. He gets it. Finally, Big Al Horford, 94-94. Finally makes a shot, his first one of the game with 5:20 left to go. Miami with a possession. Inside the key, Lowry. Moves it out to the wing, Butler's open, shoots the three. No good around the rim, Jaylen Brown with a defensive rebound. 5 minutes remaining, Celtics with a possession. Brown moves it out to Tatum. Tatum gonna slow it down. Tatum defended one-on-one by Oladipo. Pick set by Horford. Top of the key, Tatum. Lobs over to his right, Horford. Touch pass, right corner, open three. Right through the shoulder. It goes, baby. That is good. Knocks down the three ball through the shoot. That is Derek White. Al Horford playmaking for his teammates tonight with his 5th assist of the game. Derek White with the three coming up in a big way. The dude that will win you the series for Derek White. What a grab from San Antonio. 22 on the board for White in 28 minutes, 4 for 5 from the perimeter when the game matters the most. Timeout taken on the floor, 97-94. Who's going to step up in the final 4 minutes and 42 seconds? We shall see, to see if this will go to a Game 7 on Sunday or a Celtics victory to face Golden State in the NBA Finals next Thursday. Here we go. 1.8K in the stream. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be streaming whatever game will be next. Derek White. What a night. Friday night. Celtics with 5 players double figures. 26 by Tatum, 22 by White off the bench, 20 by Jaylen Brown, 12 each by Rob Williams and Marcus Smart. Rob Williams was at the scorer's table, about to check back into the game for the final 4:42. Jimmy Butler doing as much as he can. He's got 40. After that, 13 points. Kyle Lowry with 10 assists. 13 points by Max Strus. Bam Adebayo just 6 points tonight in a 36-minute span by Bam. This is a dude that is a one-time NBA All-Star from 2019-2020 that dropped down 20-11 he averaged 2 years ago in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics, and he's got held to 6 points tonight on 5 shot attempts by Bam Adebayo. Back to action, Celtics by 3, Heat with the basketball. 4:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Butler, Adebayo, Tucker, Lowry, and Max Strus. That's the 5 on the floor. Butler hands it over to Lowry, spots up, shoots the 3. He swooshes it. That is good. It's a tie game. Celtics with a possession. 5 on the floor for Boston. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford. Rob Williams will stay on the bench for the Celtics. Top of the key. White dribbles out to the right elbow. Moves it out to the hands to Tatum. Tatum working on Strus. Kick out to the corner. 3 on its way. Missed off the mark. No good by Smart. Defensive rebound pulled down by Miami. And we got Kyle Lowry is down right now as the clock will stop. Injury timeout. 3:58 remaining. Kyle Lowry is in some serious pain right now on the hardwood. .358 left to go. The clock has stopped as Kyle Lowry got knocked down hard. And he is still down. Trying to battle for that rebound. He rolled his ankle. I think it's left ankle. He rolled up. He's good now. So Kyle Lowry is good right now. 16 points, 10 assists by Lowry tonight, making 4 threes. He's back on the floor. Good sign to see. Good sight to see right there for the Heat. Adebayo, defended by Horford. Inside the key, Adebayo. Dribbles back outside. He's only attempted 5 shots. 5 in the shot clock. Lowry dribbles, attacks the paint, puts it up, and gets fouled. Taking some hits hard. That is, I think, by Jaylen Brown. If so, that is number 5. Derek White was in there too. So Kyle Lowry will shoot 2 at the free throw line, and it is on Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown just picked up his 5th personal foul. We got 3:36 left to go. Kyle Lowry will shoot 2 at the line. First one is good. Mike with a dono. You the legend, man. Let's get that dono hype out on the street from Mike. Second shot. Good as well. The Miami Heat have a 2-point lead. 45.5 minutes of total basketball that they have played tonight. Smart stripped and fouled. Clock will stop with 3:27. Reach and fall committed by the Heat. That's charged to Lowry. Duda, welcome to stream. Game clock will stop with 3:27 left to go. Marcus Smart will shoot 2 at the free throw line in the bonus for Boston. First shot he makes. Could very well come down to free throws tonight in this game. Everybody making them. Celtics 25 for 26, 96%. The Heat even better, 16 for 16. Second shot's good. 3:25 left to go in a tie game, 99-99. We might see some overtime. Hit up, type in the chat if you're feeling OT. Type in OT. If you're not feeling OT, type in no OT. Let us know out in the chat what you're going for, overtime or no overtime. Butler attacks. Lost the handle, stripped out of bounds though, and Butler is limping. Jimmy Butler is limping right now on one foot, holding his lower right ankle. 3:11 left to go as the clock is stopped. Ooh! Jimmy Butler's shoe landed on top of Al Horford's shoe. Oh, you can see him grimace right there. Jimmy Butler's got the Heat this far in his back with 40. Still in the game. Adebayo mid-range. Puts it up off the rim, no good. A miss by Bam Adebayo. Defensive rebound by Al Horford. Celtics with the ball. 3 minutes left to play. Gonna come down to who can make the big shots here in the final 3 minutes. Boston will slow it down. Marcus Smart. Top of the key, guarded by Kyle Lowry. It's been 12 years since the Celtics had last gone to the NBA Finals since 2010. Can they do it tonight in this Game 6 in a thriller? Smart takes the 3. It is well short. A terrible look by Marcus Smart. Contested by PJ Tucker. And a big steal from behind by Derek White. Celtics get the basketball back. 2:30 left to go in the fourth. Tatum will slow it down. No more shots by Marcus Smart, please. Tatum has the basketball. Gotta facilitate if you're smart. Tatum, crossover, double team. Moves out to his left to Brown. 5 in the shot clock. Brown jacks up the 3. And we got a whistle. Eric Spoelstra signaling travel. Referees will say no. Jaylen Brown got fouled and he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clock will stop with 2:18 remaining. The Heat cannot believe the call. What a game. 2:18 left to go for the series. 2 timeouts by both of these teams. Who's going to get it in crunch time, everybody? 2:18 remaining. Jaylen Brown gets fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. First shot by Brown. No good, he missed it. The Celtics were shooting 96% at the free throw line. 25 of 26 until that attempt right there. And Kyle Lowry, by the way, is just fouled out. He committed the foul. That is number 6, so he is done for tonight. Second free throw. Missed it again by Jaylen Brown, and the Heat come up with a defensive rebound. The score stays the same. 99-99. 2:10 left to go in the fourth. Butler dribbles, attacks. He gets 40, gets the rim, gets 42. Count it in the foul by Jimmy Butler. Unbelievable. The Celtics want to get 5 full days of rest. They got to get their heads together and pull this one out. Inexcusable. Against the Miami Heat team that came down by their largest deficit of a point spread this season. 8.5 point dogs. They're up by 3. Free throw is good. Butler with 43. 15 of 27 from the floor. Last two games combined for 4. He was 7 of 32 from the floor. 2 minutes remaining. Celtics with the basketball. White been brilliant in the second half. White has it top of the key, defended by Tucker. Moves out to his left to Tatum. Tatum, left baseline, double teamed, lost control of the basketball, stolen away by PJ Tucker. Here goes the Heat with it. Minute 45 left to go. Out to the corner, Oladipo. And I think we got a foul committed by Derek White. The Celtics are choking all over themselves. All these national analysts right now talking about the Celtics Golden State in the finals before the Heat have ever been counted out. You gotta be kidding me. You absolutely gotta be kidding me with all the national analysts tonight. Earlier this morning, 1:45 left to go. PJ Tucker shooting 2 at the line. First one is good. The Celtics, by the way, 3-9 this season in 3-point games. The Heat 3-6. Boston 0 for 2 in 1-possession games in the last series against Milwaukee. PJ Tucker, second free throw. It is good. The Celtics, the choke of absolute chokes, looking like there's going to be a Game 7 if they can't pull their head out of their pants here in the final 1:45. Boston takes it past midcourt with Tatum. Tatum with an atrocious turnover, looked like James Harden on the last possession. Top of the key, Tatum. 1-on-1 crossover, dribbles, drives, kick to the corner. Horford with a 3. Around the rim, no good. Defensive rebound, pulled down by Tucker. Stripped, and Tucker gets fouled again. Get your head out of your pants for the Boston Celtics. There's going to be a Game 7 on Sunday. PJ Tucker, 2 more free throws coming up at the line. 1:25 left remaining. Everybody counted them out. The Heat believed in themselves. And you can't take anything for granted. You gotta go out there and you gotta earn it in the full 48. And the Boston Celtics are 125 away from losing this game. Free throw number 1 is good. And game number 7 is back in Miami. Sunday night. Tucker missed the first one. Celtics get lucky. Free throw number 2 coming up at the line for Tucker. Second shot's good. 105-99. And a timeout taken on the floor. Boston down to 1 timeout as they burn 1. $105-99. They ain't no construction workers tonight tossing up bricks in this one, that's for sure. They had their on-court shoot-around. They knock down their shots, and they make it at a high clip tonight for Miami. 43% from three-point range, 15 of 35 from three-point range. This is no 38 three-point shot attempts missed in a game. They knock down their shots tonight. It's going to be a Game 7, and we'll see if Tyler Hero does make it back for the Game 7 and could be a big difference maker. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics have 125 remaining to come back, getting a 6-zip run to tie it up, and have to get stops the rest of the way in order to do so tonight. The Miami Heat are led 99.5% of the game. Celtics got to get urgent. They got to go for a drive, kick opportunity, and make one. Coming up here out of the timeout. 125 left to go. And a game that everybody counted them out. The national media this morning, multiple national talk shows on the networks were talking about a Golden State Celtics series before it even happened. There's still a Game 6 to be played, everybody. 125 left to go. And in this Game 6, the Heat lead by 6 with a minute 25 remaining. Celtics get the inbound. Brown, Tatum, Horford, Smart, and Derek White, that's the 5 on the floor. Brown towards his White. Dribbles, attacks in the paint, swings it out to the wing. White snags it. White takes the 3. White off the back rim. Horford tips it up. Loose ball. Tatum comes up with offensive rebound. Tatum floats up the shot. Tatum gets it. Tatum for 2, 4-point game. That's a big time runner inside the key. 1:08 left to go. Heat with 2 timeouts remaining. Celtics with 1. Inbound in the corner goes to Lowry. 1:05 remaining. It's off to Oladipo. Lowry's out of the game with 6 personal fouls. Oladipo, Butler, Tucker, Strus, and Adebayo. That's the 5 on the floor for the Heat. Final minute. They move it over to Butler. Will Butler have the closing moment in him tonight? He's got 43. Butler, right baseline dribble, stripped, lost it. Poked loose out of bounds by Derek White, though, with 2 on the shot clock. 46.4 seconds left to play. Jimmy Butler, 43 points. A bucket here will be the dagger for the Heat off the inbound. He got one with Strus earlier with 1 on the shot clock. Inbound to Butler. Butler, turn around, tough shot, and he gets it, the dagger. Jimmy Butler, an absolute dagger at the right elbow. 45. Game 7 coming up on Sunday if the Celtics cannot get there. That looks to appear to be the dagger. Shot clock turned down. And a monster jumper for a deep 2 foot on the 3-point line for Jimmy Butler. $40 seconds left to go. Ain't rigged at all. You got to come out and you got to play basketball. Tatum, between the contact, stripped and he gets fouled. Clock will stop with 39 and a half. You got to show up. You just can't show up and fall asleep. Miami Heat gave the Celtics everything tonight. Max Strus called in the reach and fall. This should send Tatum to the free throw line to shoot 2 after the timeout. 107 to 101, 39.5 seconds left to play. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate all for joining in, being a part here on the channel, everybody. For the people who said that Jimmy Butler had bailed out his team in the last game, or last 2 games, that he has just quit on his team, look back. Look back at your analysis this morning. Look back at that. Because Jimmy Butler comes out, he listens to you guys, and he drops down 45, an absolute bucket getter. For those who said this morning on the talk shows that he has quit on his team. He had been playing through pain. Max Strus reached in on Tatum. 39 and a half seconds left to go. Celtics in the bonus. Wow, Miami had challenged that call, actually. The call has been upheld. So Max Strus has fouled out. So Miami had challenged the call. Jason Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Two shots by Tatum. 40.7 seconds remaining. First one is good. Thanks so much, Roderick. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, of course I'm not a happy dude because everybody talked about how the Celtics were going to close it out. Everybody talked about that. Let's close it out tonight. Let's close it out tonight. Still going to play the basketball game. Second free throw is good by Tatum. 107-103. Miami will get the inbound. 40.7 seconds remaining. The Heat have won the last 3 Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. The Celtics are 0-4 in Eastern Conference Finals closeout games. Came into this game 40-4 with a record up 3-2 in the series. 25 seconds left to go. At the left wing, Butler dribbles into the key, looking for the dagger, mid-range, off the mark, no good. Al Horford, defensive rebound, 15 seconds. Celtics with a chance here, gonna go quick. Brown dribbles, attacks, going downhill. Huge foul, who is it on? It's gonna be a blocking foul charged to Miami. Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 with 12.1 seconds left to go. Victor Oladipo tried to take the charge, shedding his feet. They call Oladipo, though, on the blocking foul, and Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Only a 66% shooter at the charity stripe entering this playoff game and this playoff series tonight. JB will have to make both of them. 12.1 seconds remaining. This is under review. An absolute bloodbath. Before you sign off tonight, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game. All the blowouts in this series, and we finally get an incredible matchup. Official review right now on the floor. What's this call? It's over. Jaylen Brown has just fouled out, and that is his 6th. The Heat get the inbound. 12 seconds remaining. Lob the Butler in the backcourt. Followed by Tatum with 10.9. Two shots coming up at the line for Jimmy Butler for Miami. There's going to be a Game 7. This is a relentless bunch that will have a Game 7 on their home floor. Looking for third time the charm on a road game, on a home game for Miami in the playoffs. Losing the last 2 games at home. First one good by Butler. Second free throw is good with 10.9. Jimmy Butler, an absolute bucket. All the national analysts counted this team out before the day had even got started. 10.9 seconds remaining. Gotta go up on the court, and you have to earn it. You gotta earn it through the full 48 minutes. And tonight, the Miami Heat have played a solid, incredible 47 minutes and 51 seconds. "17 turnovers as well for the Boston Celtics will not cut it. That will send it home. Golden State versus the Celtics. Who do you guys got in the finals? Before it happens, this morning the videos were dropping left and right from the national media. Still have to go out and play a Game 6. Jimmy Butler did what he had to do, and he will force that Game 7. And the Heat have won the last 3 Eastern Conference Finals against Boston. Miami is now 0-5 in closeout games, dating back to the Heat LeBron era. Jason Tatum so close to a finals. Will he be the next Chris Paul? Inbound for Derek White. White gives over to Horford. Open 3. Horford missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound by Miami with another foul committed by Boston. .3 seconds left to go, and the Miami Heat will win the game shooting 2 more shots at the free throw line. Biggest point spread as an underdog of the season for the Miami Heat. They respond to all the critics in the universe. Tyler Hero didn't play tonight. What do you mean it's not a no? Tyler Hero did not play tonight, and the Heat won without Tyler Hero. Anything could happen. St. Peter's beat Kentucky and made its way past Purdue to the Elite 8. Anything could happen in the world of sports. A couple weeks ago, I called a baseball tournament for NCAAs. The team was 15-17, and they beat my team with a 17-game winning streak with a record of 30-13. Anything could happen. It is sports. You gotta show up. You gotta play the game with all your heart, passion, and pride out on the floor. And the Miami Heat had much more than the Celtics tonight in game number 6 of the series. The series is not finished. 99.9% of the critics said yes, it would be tonight, that Miami had assembled a bunch of construction workers tossing up bricks. They did not have an on-court shoot-around in the last game. They missed 38 threes. They come back. Jimmy Butler drops down 47, and they go off tonight in a huge game for Miami, and they win it, making 15 threes out of 35 attempts from the floor, and stun the national critics tonight in this one. Final score, 111-103 the final. There will be a Game 7 on Sunday night. Best 2 words in sports. Game 7, same time, 8:30 p.m. for game number 7. Winner of that game will have a much shorter rest now and take on Golden State on Thursday, June the 2nd at 9 p.m. at Golden State for a quick turnaround for whoever that Eastern Conference team will be, because they went 5 games and this series went into a Game 7 to determine the champion. Game 7 back at the Heat's floor in Miami, losing the last 2 on their home court. Have the chance to pull the reverse off against the Boston Celtics, which the Boston Celtics pulled off the reverse 2-3 against the Milwaukee Bucks, the defending champion. Jimmy Butler, 47. In a big way. He is back, and he did it without Tyler Hero. Thanks so much all for joining and being a part here on the stream. Before I do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you guys for game number 7 coming up on Sunday. Before I do sign off, I'm going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Rajeep, Russell, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Braden, Ronaldo, Bino, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Ahino, Joseph, Michael, Wick, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Arahan, Micolette, Blessed Brian, S3 Sports Talk, Isaiah, Bruin, Cody, Steven, Siegel, Tristan, Ian, Spaghetti Factory, Happy MT Dude, Mike, and Robin. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. The Miami Heat win 111-103, the final score over the Celtics. They force a Game 7 when the whole world had counted them out for the Heat. And now will be played back in their home floor Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. out in the Philippines. Thanks so much all for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. I plan on being back on Sunday here for Game 7. And enjoy the rest of your Friday night.